Hey, Sash.
Hi there, Sash. How you going? Tragic.
You'll never get that time back now.
Carrot,
never get the time back of
you
watching
also
the
got
video.
625 gold.
625.
625, yeah, 625, yeah.
625. Well, I'm opposed to delivering this. I don't care how much money we're going to get from it. We would be abating the enemy. I'd rather open it and find out what they're trading.
When did they become the enemy? I thought the enemy were the giants.
There's more than one enemy in the world.
There can only be one.
There can only be one strong one at a time. Kind of how villains work.
See, Prophet says we should deliver these drugs for them.
Suddenly, Prophet's like, and if there's no villains, perhaps we should let the giants win.
True lawful.
Life without comedy would be a terrible thing.
Oh, I've said
Well,
my piece.
what's the seal like? Is it a wax seal? On like a
That's
paper
exactly
bag?
right. It's a wax seal, yeah.
Could I not just mend it back together?
That's what I said. You could reforge it, meaning like forgery forging. It could be forged, but it's not easy. Hey,
No,
and
like
yeah.
if it's a paper bag, could I just tear it open in one spot, pull it out, look at it, put it back in, put it back together, and then use the mending cantrip on it?
Yeah, you can, and it will be obviously tampered with.
Ah, feels bad.
Exactly, something discoloration. You might look at it and think it's fine, but there's no way that someone whose job it is to detect whether this shit has been tampered with.
But
would
it leaves
tell
no
us.
trace of the former damage.
Strong shoulders. Then go ahead and do it. Surely nothing could go wrong.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but then we need the seal.
It's still tampering it. Yeah, that's. If we open it, we open it. We might get.
I think it's probably just
Easiest way, we could just deliver it and receive 500 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Nap on this one.
I might not have been clear. You have 4 boxes, one for each destination.
Yeah, so 100, 200, 300, 500?
I feel like it's just missives or information being sent to their other.
Yeah, this gangbanger shit, it's not like we're in the opposing gang, so it's not going to affect us.
Speak for yourself.
Let gangbangers be gangbangers.
Yeah, we got 2 West Side people in the party.
I mean, how about this? You don't deliver it, we deliver it. Then you don't have to do anything with it.
But that defeats the purpose. It's still getting delivered.
It's gonna
But now
get
you
delivered
can
anyway.
kill these guys and get XP for them now because they're enemy agents.
I think we should try and figure out a way into them on the way, and that's about all. Maybe. Are these like expertly crafted seals and all that?
The short answer is yes. Like, they're valuable enough that they're paying some random guy. Well, not so random, but they're paying 500 gold pieces to have them delivered. They've put effort into this. It's important to them.
Well, I can probably check it out at some point.
Don't you ask your gods?
If we are going to deliver
I'm
them,
going to.
If we are going to deliver them, I would much rather open them first before we finish the delivery to find out exactly what they are, so I can feel comfortable about giving it to them.
Okay, 1 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just measuring out days.
Sure.
6.
Hmm.
I
Yes,
think
it
so.
is.
Yeah.
Yep. And I can give myself proficiency in it too. That's what I was thinking. That's why I asked if these were expertly put
Yeah,
together.
Zentarum are expert forgers, and not that this needs forgery, but the spying and espionage is their meat and bread. They might be mercenaries, businessmen, but espionage is, where it's really at. It's no good having a mercenary army
Yeah.
to make use of it. Yeah. Anyway,
Except they're not as cool as Burgundy Arthur, though. Come on.
I'm inclined to agree.
They're not.
Burgundy Arthur's sexist though. Fuck those guys. All male attitude. Yeah.
But they are sick as fuck.
No, they're awesome.
Actually, I think they expanded when they came onto the surface.
They do it. They do in my games.
Yeah, I thought they. Yeah, I thought they like, you know. Anyway,
Anyway.
when we get to Yartan, I can probably ask for guidance on this or find other ways into it.
I can sit comfortable with that, but I don't want to deliver these no questions asked.
I think it's okay to deliver them as long as we know what's going on. Like, if they receive information and we know what information they're receiving, then they receive nothing essentially.
Yes, I'd be comfortable with that, of course. That's fine. I just don't want to give them exactly what they want.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm on board.
Okay, I can be happy with that.
I've just Googled their the Burgundy Arthur symbol, and it's cool as hell. Da-na-na-na.
We did rest that night after the fight,
Yes.
so yeah.
I think I don't need to change mine.
Try boys, it's sad to see you go when you load up your pack animals and prepare for your journey into the east. If there's nothing left to do, you can begin the rather short journey. 50 miles.
2 days?
Uh,
3
before
days?
we leave, I wanted to thank Gala for letting me stay for free, and I'm gonna give her a little sack of gold in case she needs any repairs done. A little 20 gold pieces.
Thank you so
That'll-
much.
that'll get a
Jesus.
flop.
If you ever get into Under Mountain, keep an eye out for my wife.
I will, and thank you for the information.
You'll put it to good use, I'm sure.
I don't think we actually got very far in it. We didn't really
No.
get.
We did a fair bit, I thought, but
Yeah,
In the
there's probably tons
entrance.
of them.
Anyway,
She is in Under Mountain. She's in the module there somewhere. Might have been.
could have been. Winky face.
Yeah, but it's cool the way they have linked the two campaigns. She is in there.
I don't think anyone have any suggestions for spells. Probably not, eh?
Most of mine deal with destroying rather than fixing.
Uh,
Got muscle magic.
oh, could I try to identify these boxes while we're on the move? When we start moving?
Identify the boxes.
Yeah, see if they're magical anyway.
They are not.
Okay. And they're not protected by any magic, because I would have.
Yeah, there's no magic seal on it. You don't detect that. They're not transformed and they're not mimics.
Cool.
That'd be
Thank
pretty-
God they're not mimics.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be bad.
4 mimic
Four
boxes.
mimics, Yeah.
Mimics only activate when you try to unpick the seal.
That'd be interesting.
It's a good trap. You can use that one. Yeah, I like
Any pocket scorpions?
Use them.
Any lock scorpions?
that. Definitely. Many several.
Hell yeah.
All right. We're ready to ride off into the sunrise.
So 20 miles is it?
50.
50? Oh no, as in
One per day.
1 day, yeah.
Yeah, 20 to 30. Yeah, on a road like this, you'll probably make 30.
Oh, cool. Because it's
Cool.
traveling roads.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And the whole time that you travel, or most of the time anyway, you're alongside the Subran River, one branch of it at least, a thunderous, rushing whitewater river that eases out a bit more the closer you get towards Yatar, the further east. And the whole thing is packed and lined with little fishing villages and trading canoes and small barges that go up and down the river, as well as merchants that go along the road. Some of them fast enough to overtake you, most of them lingering behind, some coming from the other direction. This is civilized country, and it's settled country as well. You don't see a person every mile, but every 4 or 5 miles you come across a small village of 50 or 100 people.
Can I buy a fishing rod off of one of the fishing villages?
Fishing rods, they have a lot of nets. They would have fishing poles. They're a pretty primitive type deal. But most of it's done with nets up here.
I'll buy a fishing pole if I can.
Absolutely, no worries. Do you want any bait or otherwise hooks?
I'll get like everything I'll need. Couple hooks, fishing
Yeah.
pole, some bait.
The fishing pole is a gold piece. Each hook is a piece. The bait. they'll
How much
sell
were the hooks? Sorry.
a copper piece each, so you can buy 10 hooks for a silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I read up on the was it the Griffin tribe that was the guy that came in?
Yeah,
I have
absolutely.
the book. I have the Northgard book. I'd like to read up on them since we're traveling in what I think is their country. Yeah, the guy that fucking gave him the cold shoulder.
All right, I'm gonna read straight from the book that you're picking out. This is what it says. The Griffith. They're not in this one. Oh, right. Never mind. No, I've got a. Oh, here we go. No, Black Lion, Sky Pony, Red Tiger. Griffin aren't in this one at all.
Was it Griffin?
Yeah, it is. It was the Griffin, but they just don't feature. And
Did
I
they
got a whole
explicitly
bunch of.
say that there are Griffin dudes over here, and then they don't tell you about them?
This is an old book, and it has all
Ah.
the Uthgar tribes, but it doesn't list the Griffin for some reason. Yeah, so the Griffin tribe. Yeah, I might find a bit more information since that book had nothing.
Real quick, how much was the bait? Sorry.
The bait is only a silver piece, and it's more than you need.
All right.
Slaps your hand full of worms.
While
Hell yeah.
proceeds to eat worms.
I mean, if we're traveling along a river the entire time, might as well buy a fishing pole.
Whenever I think of worms, I always remember that the opening scene of the 2005 or something Godzilla, whenever it came out, when he sticks these electric prongs in the earth and a bunch of earthworms come up, and they're fucking huge.
Oh.
Just me.
Which Godzilla was that?
It was the. It was like a early 2000s remake.
Where it attacks New York?
It's not that one.
Look at him go.
I like the name of that. By Godzilla, sliding tail. What the fuck?
I love the new GIF feature for Discord.
Oh, it was actually Godzilla 1998. There you go.
Make sure we delete gifs after we post them as well.
Yeah, because it lags like out, Jackie.
Yeah, my CPU can't handle it for some reason. I'm going to need to. Like, I only just got a new computer, but the CPU won't. The heat paste is the thermal paste is hasn't sealed the CPU in properly and pissing me off. Brand new computer and it's fucking and the CPU is overheating. So annoying. Anyway, so back to the Griffin tribe. Yeah, these the Griffin tribes are a savage group of Uthgardt. Most Uthgardt are highly territorial. They'll just basically kill anyone who comes into their territory, which is the Suberan Hills, almost direct north of where you are. They hate orcs with an absolute passion, and as a result, orc heads tend to be one of their preferred decorations that they encircle their villages and crude huts with these skulls of their enemies. There's a couple of hundred Uthgardt living in the hills, maybe as many as 1,000, so not a lot of them. But many of them have horses, making them a highly mobile barbarian force. Horse archers, horse spearmen, devastating as light cavalry. Some of them train griffins and use them, but that's almost a fantasy among the griffin tribe to be able to catch and do it. It's one of the signs of the truly great legendary heroes. Their king is actually extremely rich. Because they've done so much raiding over the years and because pretty much all tribute comes to him, the guy is reputed to have a treasure hoard that outsizes many dragons. But in order to reach him, you'd have to get through 300 barbarian warriors. So it's a pretty stiff ask.
Interesting. Any way to like be diplomatic with them mentioned in the book?
They don't like orcs.
Say that we're all killers. Sympathize with their hatred for orcs, maybe.
It's something, you know. It certainly doesn't offer any suggestions about diplomacy, and on the contrary, it seems to suggest it's a terrible idea. But they don't like orcs, and also the king likes treasure. So
Of course.
yeah, a form of tribute or mutual
Yeah.
violence, in the same way as the Vikings sometimes struck really unshaky alliances with each other. Yeah, that might work.
So all we have to do is get Wild Gold to fight the leader. Done.
Deal.
In one-on-one fair combat.
Deal.
Fair in quotation marks. Don't let them know we have magic.
We have
They're-
that many like.
They're all
dice
extremely
skills.
fit. All the Uthgarts are like extremely fearful of any sort of arcane, right? Anything of the magic variety, really.
In general, but not entirely. They still have their own shamans.
Yeah, but they're still afraid of them, right? Like,
Good point.
just because they could turn them into chickens whenever they wanted to. Don't fuck
You
with a
was-
shaman.
Were you saying something, Jaraxus?
Oh,
No?
I was just saying how like even if Wild fights him 1-on-1 and we can't openly help, we still have that many dice changing abilities. That's kind of unfair.
Lol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
good point. Yeah, the fact
No, he just get a bigger ego.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just be like, damn, I am the best.
I mean, or the fates are just on your side, and the gods can't help backing you.
I mean, we saw in that giant fight. I just, the rocks. I was just like forcing them out of the way, basically.
Mm.
Didn't get hit by a single rock.
Rock. Anyway,
You camp for the night. Do you erect your magic towers? Oh. Hooray!
is that
I'll
a
take that
wise
as a yes.
Fuck me.
Wow.
Wow.
Washroom, kitchen, lounge, bedroom, 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 bedroom. Is that a worthy use?
And while we're camping out, Roz will reach into his bag of tricks and just really good. He'll use all three and just tell the animals to watch patrol over the night, keep guard.
Tell the animals
Alright.
to roll.
See what we get first.
Yeah, that's a
4, 5, and 2.
4 is a boar, 5 is a panther, and 2 is a giant rat. Nuts.
poor panther and giant rat. All right, yeah, good.
Boar, panther, and giant rat. What a combination.
The
Yeah,
rat's
we
got
just-
the eyes. The panther can sneak around, and the boar will engage any enemy.
Did we just make the Lion King?
Yeah.
I feel like
Wow.
we just did. We released them in the
Off-brand
kingdom
right
come.
Lion King, which is just
Holy shit!
off-brand
Yeah.
Simba the
we
White
did.
Lion.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. They don't. When you try to dismiss them, they don't get dismissed. They go off adventures together.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna.
If Wild and stuff want to come for another hunt, we'll just do some game hunting game
Hell yeah.
for the griffins again.
I want to come.
Beautiful.
I will finish drawing my maps of this. Oh no, yeah. It probably takes less time now that I've done the basics of the area from the
Yeah.
moon, but I'll just draw in little details.
While you're out hunting, a half elf with a rather thick brown beard calls out at you. He has a bow and a blade at his side. You there! Can you tell me who is the owner of those fine castles that have been built on the side of in between Tribor and Yatar? They were
It's,
not there a 10 day ago.
It is ours. They are not real. They're just magical.
They weren't there actually like what, an hour ago?
Truly. Ah, you must have some kind of spell. Powerful wizards.
Yeah, you go talk to him if you like. He's a pleasure to talk with.
Do you have any accommodation? I'm currently on my way to Yard to win big, and I'm would rather not spend another night in a tent.
Sure, but we're gonna need some gold if you're gonna stay in the castles.
Well, how about a loan? As I said, I'm going to win big in Yatar, and so every coin that I spend on accommodation is less money than I'll make. Why don't you wait until I've made my profits, and then I'll pay you.
All right, but we'll need collateral. What have you got?
Collateral. A hand axe, perhaps.
That's not gonna cut it.
Let's see. An old cloak. Velvet.
Oh god. This guy has nothing.
How are you even gonna make?
Go
it
talk
big?
to Prophet. He's at the castles. Go to the castles. Talk to him.
Aye.
Tell him we sent you.
How are you gonna make it big again in Yatar?
At the Golden Goose, he says as he rides off.
What
The hell is the
an
golden
idiot.
goose?
It's probably some money scheme that someone's doing. I wouldn't pay any attention. Well, actually, you probably like the sound of that, don't you?
Sounds like gambling.
It does. It does indeed.
Hunting.
Hmm.
I just want to look for anything really.
Make a survival check.
Cool.
I'll assist him.
Sniff around on my own. Cause I'm a bear. I'm gonna look for honey.
All right, have a look around for honey. Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, you managed to find a small honeycomb, only enough really for one person.
It's just for me.
And yeah, that's right, enough for you. More than that, that's well and truly. Rasakan, you managed to get a couple of voles, which aren't very good eating, but they're edible. But the raging river is beside you, and you have to go past a couple of villages to do your hunting, and each of the villages are pulling in bulk fish.
Ask for a net and we'll just.
I've got my
Oh.
fishing pole.
Yeah, we'll get. No, I've got an idea. All right.
Buy a
Miles,
fishing
you
pole.
No, you go on that side of the river. I'll go on this one. We pull the net and we catch shitloads.
That's a
That's
pretty
what
good
they
idea.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty
alright,
much
let's
what
do
they
that.
do. Like it might be illegal, perfectly effective.
Yeah.
Medieval one. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, you have advantage on your survival check, and one person has to get wet and drag it on the other side.
I mean, imagine you're weighed down with an
Oh.
unbelievable amount of weight, so I think I'll be the one to get over to the other side.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Is that a survival check for me?
Rascan's
No,
made
I've
it.
just done it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna add a d4 to that.
Sure.
That's another 4 under 15.
Excellent.
19.
19.
Excellent. So you get 2d10 fish and 2d4 other things. Maybe some yabbies, maybe some freshwater clams, or maybe some edible snails. It's quite a haul. It's more than just one single drag. You know, you have to get used to it. The first drag's useless. The second drag's not much better. The third drag, you almost get something, and then after a while, yeah, you just get it right, and yeah, you pick up a whole school of fish and a couple of yabbies and a clam.
Can I lightning lure a fish out of the ocean?
The ocean? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's one long
Right.
lightning lure.
Yeah,
I'll
that's-
fry it with my electricity as I catch it.
Yeah, it comes out and it's like a smoked salmon.
Incredible. It's a 200-mile lightning lure.
It's pretty good. That's
It's
Alright.
actually like I'd use it from the sky. It's like lightning.
We have a ton of fish now. We can go back.
Yeah. Just and what? Did we get any voles? We'll just leave them, or?
you get a couple of voles. You can, they're still alive. If you want to set them free.
I mean, it's good eating for the griffins.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They are. In
Being
fact,
a
they're excellent eating for griffins.
We
yeah.
should let
Good
them
point.
try and hunt them. Wait, vole. What are voles again?
Like moles, kind of.
Oh yeah, we should let them hunt them. Try and like play with and catch them and kill.
Release it into one of the rooms with the griffins in it.
With the griffins. Let them try and hunt because they need to learn. Yeah, I
Whoa.
definitely do that.
How many
Oh, man,
voles did
fuck.
we get?
I'll just say I just wrote 2.
Yeah, two's good.
2.
2?
Are they like dog sized right now? The griffins?
Yeah, big dogs. Yeah, and if you count the wings, they're even bigger than
They-
dogs.
Like Great
Like-
Danes.
They could fight a giant rat.
Easy. Yeah. Yeah,
But-
giant rat have no
Sarah.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah, friend.
Are you gonna like sacrifice? You summoned a rat just to get it
Kill it.
killed.
I got 3
Processing.
every day. What do you mean? I'm a magician.
Mm,
Scoffs.
No, but you want them to train. They could train on the rat, I guess.
Spar with it, I guess. But it
Yeah.
wouldn't be much of a. It'd be more. I'm
Well-
just more trying to teach them to hunt rather than
Well,
spar.
I could throw a boar in there if you want, but I was being nice.
No, put the bear-
Throw a panther in there with these baby griffins. That's a good sport. That's a good sport.
I think we'll just use what we've got and feed them.
Yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, back at the castle, there's a knock on the door. Yo, I am looking for the prophet of the castle.
slap, 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 slap.
Ah, little creature, I am looking for your master. Well, I am looking for the prophet of the castle. Ah, yes, I would. I would look upon him. Ah, he looks around. Ah, there comes a knock at your door.
They're separate towers, right?
Oh, okay, right. But so they've each got different doors, right? Yeah, yeah. Cool. Since you said like everyone's got a bedroom, I was thinking that. I see. Ah, nice.
I'll pop
Uh,
out of the lounge.
Yeah, yeah. So we go to the next one, and then on the door. I'm looking for the prophet of the car.
The prophet of the castle? Why?
Aye, the grand wizard prophet who has created these castles within the last 10 days, and by some accounts, overnight.
Lower your expectations and then try that door over there.
Knock on room 3.
I already tried that door, and I found a nasty little creature that was most rude. You should really get better butlers.
That sounds like the prophet.
Oh, that kind of makes sense now.
He likes to spend his
Oh.
time in another body. Let's just leave it at that.
I think I might just leave it at that, actually. Good day to you all. Yes, yes. He rides on towards that town. Yeah, like there's a kobold in that castle and a dragonborn. No, what am I talking
Elf.
about? Anyway, yeah. And this is all. He isn't welcome here. This isn't his sort of place. And he rides off towards the east.
Bye.
And just as you excellent, just as you're finishing the ritual, the rest of the group returns with voles, fish, and a couple of prawns.
We're back.
Hello.
We got a lot of fish and a couple voles.
Oh wow, you came back quite a bit. A bit
I got
different.
honey.
Ah,
I'm just shoveling like honey in my mouth, like it's just like licking my fingers.
Was he a half elf that came to the door?
He was, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we told him to come
strange.
by and talk to Prophet.
I
He was
think.
annoying us.
Well, he came by to annoy us, but he's gone now.
Yeah, we
Good,
told
thank
him
God.
he wanted to stay here. He's gonna like try his luck at some
Golden.
gaggling goose.
Yeah. And one spell down now. You have to use banishment on him.
Fuck,
Oof.
you didn't have to do that to the poor guy. He just looking for a place to camp.
I jest.
Oh, thank you.
I think he thought it made it too awkward by
Insulting.
assuming you were not the prophet.
How long ago was that?
Like 30, 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, not worth it.
What is Reese's icon?
It's my new icon. I
Yeah.
didn't know how to keep it, like change it from one to the other without changing it, so it's just changed now.
Malphite looking at us.
No, it's a big bear.
Okay.
Big bear.
Oh, I thought it was a minotaur.
No, it's a big bear with fire in his hands.
And Pex.
Big old.
yeah,
pecs.
very weirdly human.
Well, he's
Well,
a hybrid.
Yeah, they
He's a
have hybrid.
werebear.
They have hybrid forms.
Yeah. Well, that's
Ah.
all I have at the moment, so that's all I get.
Oh,
Cool.
wow.
Yes.
Does anyone want me to? I have a bunch of shit that I can make like a lot of things for people if anyone needs it. But if no one wants anything done, I'll make myself a pipe out of like a kind of like a tin whistle. No, like a flute. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Out of if there's like any driftwood nearby.
Yeah, you
That's
find
so-
some driftwood. You also find people are starting to camp around side your towers. You don't mind if we stay here, do you?
As long as you don't cause trouble.
No, won't cause trouble. Figure that there are no ogres or dire wars. We're protected by a bunch of archmages. Archmages? Oh, well, there's me and my family, and the Timothys are on their way. Oh, and
Congregation over here. Like Amish, are they going to set up a church next to our building?
Something like that. This is, after all, a fairly major road. People come by here every, say, 20 or 30 minutes. Someone comes by here, and it's getting pretty late at night, and people are like, "Oh, might as well set up camp here in the shadow of the castle. Oh, look at they've set up camp in the shadow of the castle. What? Oh, isn't that the Davises?" and people are just like gathering around, creating a temporary caravan village.
Hell
at the
yeah.
base of the
Yeah.
castle.
Can I? Oh, you go.
Ah, they celebrate you. They want to get you out and do that thing where they put you on a blanket and throw you in the air. Hooray! Toss you around. Yeah,
Can I?
yeah. No.
Ooh, sorry. Alright. Oh God, how many families are there at the moment at this current
Ah.
time?
There'd be about 12 people, and it looks like at least twice as many are about to arrive within half an hour.
You could probably get all the kids in there. They're not that large.
Yeah,
10-foot squares.
Kids, and kids, yeah, women and children, I guess.
I ordered.
Exploring the magic castle.
The 10-foot square magic castle. 2
Only
levels.
a gold piece as well, guys.
I flick golden snout.
Don't do that.
Stop
Not
it.
a gold coin. Stop that. They're children. They don't have any money.
But the women might have money.
Mm. Please, you have enough for now. We don't need to pester these people. Besides, you didn't even make this tower.
I might have.
Make
You don't know
another
if prophets taught me the spell.
Make another one
whatever.
right now. Make one.
I can't have already made it.
I saw Prophet make this one.
You saw what I wanted you to see.
All right. Can I have a walk around to the like? I'm guessing some of these people are traders or they have wares. Like
Yeah.
Can I have a walk around and see what they've got?
Yeah, a lot of it's agricultural. Wheat and barley. There's a bit of lumber
Tools.
being. Yeah, that's right. It's fairly mundane stuff. No one's got arms or armor. A couple of people have some livestock. Yeah, the sort of things that you expect to only be going between Tribor and Gartar. There's nothing bound for some exotic foreign market. It's just a bit of local trade.
And they have excellent horses.
The greatest horses you'll ever see.
Willing to sell.
That's right.
No more.
They're 1 gold piece each.
One go PC.
Start a cavalry
Um,
brigade.
Actually, can I was gonna try and get some some straw and like some cloth and make like a stuffed toy for my griffin.
Oh, absolutely. Like
My
there's
tinker's tools, I guess.
yeah, someone's got toys like little Nana style toys, little knitted toys, the sort of things you find at scent sales.
Do they have any Minotaurs?
Is there
Yeah.
a little giant?
Yeah, there's a little giant. He's got like one tusk and he's holding a plush club.
Oh
Hell yeah! I want to buy a little giant for my one to teach it to rip
Giants to pieces.
It's 5 silver.
deal. I'll buy one.
I don't really mind too much what mine is.
Yours is a Minotaur.
Minotaur. That's good. That'll be good enough. And then yeah, I'll give it to him.
Oh, they love them.
Make
They
my bed.
absolutely love them. But they don't last more than like 5 or 10 minutes. They just rip them to fucking pieces.
You gotta make it out of
Boy.
mithril chain.
Yeah, basically. They love them though. They then proceed to rip the guts to pieces as well. And,
Good.
Make
Good.
them out of gold. It's a chew toy.
That's
That's what I was thinking just before. I was like, just make a little golden teddy bear or something.
The
Yeah,
best one would
enough.
probably just get like a chain, like a bag of chain, like a chainmail bag, and then fill it full of wool or something, and then like seal it up.
Mm,
Griffin enrichment. That's awesome.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll after making the rounds, make sure everyone's comfortable that are there currently, and make sure the tower's full. Then I'd go back to bed and go to
Do they
sleep.
already-
Anyone that rocks up later can tough it.
Yeah, it's basically the way you wanted it to be anyway. Leave the kids inside, and the sick and mostly the adults have enough decorum to stay outside, and it's just a massive sleepover for the children, a true party.
Do they have some meat as well on them?
So they would have, yeah, they do have some meat, absolutely. Salted porks and smoked hams.
Could I like get some for my griffin as well?
Definitely, as much as you want to spend. It'd be cheaper than you'd be buying it in a city anyway. So again, about 50% value. So if you want 10 gold pieces worth of food, it'll cost you 5 gold, for example.
Sure, I'll do that. 5 gold sounds
I
fair.
can just offer
Yeah.
you some fish if you want it.
I got a bunch of fish.
A lot of fish.
We've got
Yeah.
11 fish.
Hmm. And we got
Ah.
some moles.
Voles.
Voles. Sorry.
And some
Uh,
weird crab thing.
I'll take the fish tonight, and I'll share the meat later. Yeah, I'll buy 5 gold's worth of thing, and I'll also take some of your fish if you want.
Excellent. Gives you a whole bunch of legs of ham and bars of bacon and sausages. You get so much meat.
Hey, Gold.
Mhm.
Seeing as how our boys have oh sorry girls, yours is a girl as well, isn't it?
Griffin?
Yeah, Griffin.
No, I've
Yeah,
got one
well-
of the 2 males.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Seeing
mine's a
as
girl.
how our Griffins have kind of tore those toys to pieces. Why don't we let them have a go at the voles?
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. I don't know. where we
Release a
landed.
vole each into the room with the griffins.
Yeah, they go nuts for them. It causes them to fight a little bit, but that's just the way it is.
That's right.
Ooh.
They
You
need
can
to-
roll a d20 if you want to see who gets the which 2 griffins get the voles.
I got a female griffin.
Ooh,
Griffin gold's on the ball.
mine's had a little
Space
bit of trouble.
gold.
Wait, I'm gonna add a D4 just so he's not below 10.
You can add it to you.
I
Go,
think this is
little
anyone who
buddy.
owns a griffin, by
10.
the way.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That was
Anyone
Roll,
anyone?
roll for your griffin to attack
He's
the
below
the voles
Hell
to
yeah.
see which one gets it.
I got the run to the litter. I don't even mind.
That's guns. Yeah, he's your vole is just your griffin is just watching the big boys.
He's
Me and Laura's
studying.
in a
He's
standoff.
studying for
Oh,
next
there
time.
we go. Aridel gets it.
So like is it Lura and Jaraxxus and they're fighting over the vole, and then Aridel just runs in and snatches it away from the pair of them.
She's a sleek one, sneaky and fast. Good old shove.
Yeah, the rest of them all like they look at you and they complain.
I should have. No, I won't. I could have made that really bad. I could have totally cast enlarge on my one.
Yeah, you
no.
should have cast him enlarge on
On the
the
mole.
ball.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Make it a proper fight. On my door? Oh, on our door, right. I like crack it open so none of them escape. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I take it out, give it to him. Close the door.
A lot of money.
Hmm.
Mhm. Hell yeah.
Okay. And we sleep. Good night.
All right. You wake up the next morning and the sounds of dogs barking outside, and the village, the mobile village, packs itself up and begins to split and go its separate ways. And you continue along your own journey. there's nothing in particular that you want to do before you reach Yatar. It's you should get there in the early afternoon.
Cool.
Just salute, pocket it in my thing, and I try and like make sure I tie it onto myself or somewhere that I cannot lose it. I'm pretty sure we could probably kill them first, but they can try.
Most of you may be expecting Yatar to be a rustic town, just another group of farmers who've banded together at a place of good trade. But Yatar is much more than that. It's an inland city, one of the biggest cities in the region, and perhaps the largest settlement in between Neverwinter and Silvery Moon. The reason for this is it sits on the verge of a place of three rivers, um, almost like an island, and the road in addition also runs through it, making it an extremely important trade route, and not as ordinary as it might otherwise seem. In fact, it seems that the docks here are one of the biggest buildings, one of the biggest sectors of the town, and barges are traveling up and down each and every part of the river, and in fact, they're being built here en masse. There seems to be a massive industry of boat building here in Yartar. In amongst the busyness of this rather unexpected city popping up in the what you thought was probably the middle of nowhere, um, in amongst it, you spot some extremely grand riverboats. The sort of luxurious paddle ships that are worth more than real estate in many cases. And one of them is called the Golden Goose.
Is it like a floating casino?
That's exactly what it is, a floating
Oh,
casino. It's
fuck yeah.
it's a paddle ship that is 3 stories high and is currently packed to the brim with high rollers, with their top hats and with their cigars, engaging in their roulette games and their um, cards, their poker. Um, yeah, the place is currently alive. Um, but it looks like it's coming back to shore right now. Perhaps they've gone for a journey and are getting ready to return.
I'm gonna go to that riverboat. That sounds fun.
Gambling.
You coming,
Pro-
Nap?
Prophet, you'd be pretty good at that, wouldn't you? Being able to, see the future and all.
Yes. Prophet, come with me.
No, I'm just stating I wasn't asking you anything. I was just stating a fact.
Prophet, when the giants come, we need all the gold we can get.
We can use profit to profit. This sounds like a good plan.
You need more spells. I want more gold. It's a win-win, Prophet. Come on.
I'm just gonna find something I can cheat at.
I agree.
Is there a map of Yatar?
I don't think so. No.
I'm gonna Google one.
Yeah, you'll find one for sure. I'm kind of interested myself. I'm confident it sits at the verge of 3 rivers and a road.
Oh yeah, that's cute. I found one.
Yeah.
It's like a little red one.
Yeah, the red one. Quite red.
Yeah, I'll just put it in then.
There's a few different versions of Yatar, but I guess
It's a very
that,
fancy place.
yeah.
That red one looks like the most accurate, considering there was the 4 rivers. Well, 2 rivers
Yeah.
converging.
And I guess that's the big docks over there sitting on
Oh,
the. Is that a
was
tower
created
as well?
by Andrew James Woodyard of the guild, D&D guild. Art design description Yatar follows guide of the Hmm.
Draw by text by the looks.
In Yata, don't like heaps of tiefling kids get sent here? Wasn't that like a big thing in our last campaign?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, there are quite a lot. There are quite a lot of children here, and in fact, speaking of children, well, you're entering into Yatar, and you can see the golden goose coming into shore. Maybe it's coming up from the west in the same direction as you're coming, and as it goes past you, you can see that it's got a dock up somewhere up ahead. So it passes you, traveling faster than you, and then you go past a largest, maybe a medium-sized estate with a low building that's quite large, an L-shaped building. Lots of children everywhere. Several of them tieflings, but children of all manner of races. And a man comes out to you. He has the look of a young man, but he has eyes that seem wise beyond his years. And he walks out to you patiently, and he bears in his hand a cup. And he walks out to you with his toga and says to you, "Hello, I'm seeking donations for my orphanage."
Is this all of us as we're entering Yata?
Yeah, the group's wandering along the road, and you haven't quite reached the main city of Yatar. You're kind of like in the outer suburbs, if you want to think of it that way. That mile before the city proper, where there are farms and bigger houses.
I'll be back in a second.
He's standing at the front of a place that has many children, sand pits and swings. So his positioning is good, but you can make an insight check.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Maybe you've seen this guy before, Prophet. Maybe you've never seen him in the flesh, but maybe you've seen pictures of him. Maybe you've heard of him. Back in Troll Skull, there was an individual called Rydell, and this man used his power and his fortune to go and build an orphanage. And it became a successful endeavor. And right now, here he is in Yatar, operating an orphanage with several people.
I'm back.
Yeah, that would be it. Yeah. So this guy is was a hero of Waterdeep for a time, at least.
Dope.
I'll drop a few gold in. Like 5
Yeah.
at least.
He's very thankful.
Ros will drop 10.
He bows to you and tells you it should be good use.
Well, I'll give him 15.
He likes this game, right?
I look to gold.
That put me on an even 700,
looked
so
to
it
the
worked out
boat.
really well.
What happened? I was AFK.
We met Rydell.
This is Rydell in front
Okay,
of us.
and now he's asking us for gold, the greedy bitch. I mean, what
Asking
the
for
fuck?
donation.
Oh, so is this guy from a previous campaign?
Yeah, last game.
Yeah.
It's
my old
Steven's
character.
old character.
He's never been hit.
He opened
Yeah.
an orphanage.
His body is a temple,
Can
literally.
I hit him? Yeah.
Just punch him once.
Punch him in the nose,
Imagine.
quick. Break his streak.
Yeah. Oh, really? I am quite busy these days, but what do you need?
Are you insinuating something?
Oh, Prophet wants a child army.
I say a prophet. Are you insinuating something? You need to work on how you phrase your words.
How old are these orphans anyway? Just curiosity.
Various ages, yeah. And many of them are around about 6 to 12, but there are younger and
Ah.
older.
Man, need older.
There are a few older, absolutely, yeah.
Need like an apprentice thief to watch my back while I pull off some heists. Well, I'm not gonna obviously say that bit, but
He could sell you a chart for a good deal. No,
Classic right now.
no,
Selling
not
children.
sell a child, adopt a child.
Yeah. If you're looking to adopt, then even adopting out an adolescent is definitely possible. He would like them to get apprenticeships and the like if possible.
I hear. I'm in a very not dodgy industry.
He might take some convincing.
Okay, I'll pass over 100 gold.
I appreciate the donation. He says taking your money and putting it in his sack. But what do you want the child for?
You know, help me with my work. Gambling. I'm a gambler.
You're going to teach your child to cheat at cards?
Not to cheat. He's going to carry my gold. I'm going to gamble, and he gets a family. Sorted.
Are you settling
All right,
down?
Stephen. You've heard the argument. What do you think Rydell would make?
It'd be a no. No. Nah. Honestly, he'd probably give the money back, and
Yeah.
the kid's more important, man.
I have a question, Arctic. How many of these children are brutally beaten, and are Rydell's knuckles bloody?
Not enough. Like you can see one child giving you the finger right now.
Fucking
Fuck his
sock
finger.
that shot.
You know? That's right. Wouldn't put up with that in my tribe. No, he's been gentle. They're educated. They're clean. They're healthy. It is a relatively well-funded establishment, but it's thanks to the donation of people like you.
Apprenticeships were like 100% the main goal for the kids.
They really are, aren't they? You know, like
Shipwrights opportunities going on.
yeah, there are, but you can only
Can only have so many shipwrights.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so and when you think about it, you probably do have some little rascal who might make a good card shark, and if he doesn't go with the cat, then he's only going to end up in the gambling anyway. So that's one way of looking at it, but you might still hold out hope for them. This little rascally halfling.
It'd be like a come back in 6 months. If he hasn't changed, you can take him.
There we go. That's perfect.
It's like the Luro kind of situation.
So I've been rejected.
Oh! Luro and Rydell recognize each other. Holy shit! You're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be with Eve. That's the thing.
I was gonna say he's off doing something else after seeing Rydell.
Perfect.
How do you hide behind anyone else?
Crouch down.
Yeah.
Holy.
Actually,
But
he's
if
gonna be doing that.
If he sees that you're like okay, then that'd be a bit more trusting, obviously.
I'm beat up.
Yeah.
Half dead. Black eye.
All right. So so you're told to come back in 6 months' time.
Just gonna forget about the place.
All right. You're a little bit hurt. You just don't want to tell anyone. By the time you reach the main town of Yatar, the Golden Goose has docked.
Is that a
Euphemism.
Nah, thanks.
You go and find some inns and just settle down for the night and head off in the morning.
Can I find somewhere to park our vehicles first?
Absolutely, there are so many caravans here. There's no mammoth yards, and they're pretty impressed. But they heard you were coming, some people rode up ahead. There's these fuckers with a fucking minotaur coming. Like I saw the rose and I thought that was weird, but then they had a mammoth as well. I said minotaur again, but anyway, yeah. So people know that the mammoth is coming, and kids have come out to look at it and point. And it's going to be expensive though. 10 gold pieces to lodge the mammoth. Gold piece for every other animal.
I'll fork out for the mammoth.
All right. What about feed? Have you got any feed for it?
I'll buy some.
100 gold pieces.
100.
The amount this thing's going to go through, yeah.
Palm out for that.
All right, it's got enough now, and we play, and you'll be able to take the rest with you. But it does really chew through, mammoth amounts of hay. Easily eats us 10 times as much as a horse does.
I take out my arms box and run over to the others as they're about to go to the golden goose. I'm like, I need help paying for all the animals.
How much do you need?
1 gold for each of the animals, so 3 more gold. Is that all?
No.
Yeah, maybe.
3 gold plus
You wanna just
feed.
take that out of the party fund?
Party fund.
Yeah.
It's like a party thing.
You came to us for 3 gold. And I was...
Yes.
They can share the mammoth feed.
I mean, feed's feed, yeah.
I need 1 million
Yeah,
gold.
it's all straw.
Can I have some? Nah. I'll take the mammoth feed out of the treasury too. We're not using. We don't have a shit ton right now. There we go.
All right. So, is there anything you want to do before you go to the Golden Goose, or are you just rocking up there?
People seem to be leaving happy or sad.
Oh, yeah.
Mixture.
Yeah, a bit of both. Mostly happy. Like people have had a good time. They got dressed up to the nines. They're now drunk. It's great. You blow all your money, but you never really thought that you're going to come out on top anyway.
Yeah. Alrighty. I just thought maybe they were swindling everyone that went, but it's all good.
No, it's the races is a good analogy. It's that kind of bogans pretending to be upper class kind of crowd.
Right. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Does it
absolutely.
look like you can get let in, even if you're wearing plate, or do you have to be dressed up?
Well, there's no one in plate, and everyone is dressed up. Yeah, so you might get away with some decorative plate, particularly. Some of you guys have got beautiful suits of armor, but if it's not snazzy, then probably not.
Negative
quirky.
snazzy.
It's got personality. Yeah, and yeah, there's a certain bohemian charm, I suppose.
Would I be able to get on? I'll show my ever burning emblem of Bahamut and his dwarven made breast
Well,
plate.
at the moment, you don't know, but you look better than some of them. You think so, at least.
Hell yeah, I think.
Wild's gonna try to walk on. He could totally do it. He's dressed up all the time. He has a pure white winter wolf fur coat, a flaming golden flame crown, tons of jewelry in the mane. He's decked out.
As far as Wild Gold feels, you could walk up bare shirted and you'd look fucking magnificent. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Try. Oh yes, I'll try and walk on as well.
Let's try and
Alright.
walk.
All right.
Oh god.
Roz rubbing his forehead, looking at the group leave. He's in full plate, a bit banged up, right, I'm gonna go back and get changed.
The
And
boat, as you step on, just sinks a little bit on one side.
Roz will be very late, but he'll show up in a button shirt and some nice pants.
Where do you get
button
them
shirt.
from?
Fuck.
Yeah.
He'll
You look
find one
magnificent.
somewhere.
Yeah, you're in a big city now. You'll be able to find.
The button shirt's a bit too small, so it's
Yeah,
you got
right.
bits of hair sticking out of the middle.
Yeah, that's right. You're doing your best. Yeah, it turns out that going anywhere yet. They're docking, they're cleaning because they're preparing for a relatively big night. There won't be any roulette tonight. There won't be any cards because we're playing a big Baldur's Bones tournament, which is a game of dice. I don't think any of you are actually familiar with. Apparently, fad, and it's taken the world by storm. You know how I don't know if you guys probably might be a bit young, but there was a time when Texas Hold'em just turned up, and suddenly every hotel was doing Texas Hold'em tournaments. No one was doing it, and then everyone's doing them just almost overnight. It's a bit like that. There's this massive fad of Baldur's Bones that has just taken the Sword Coast by storm. And so that's tonight's a big Baldur's Bones a tournament for those who are willing to pay the 10 gold pieces entry. All drinks and food shall be provided.
Hell
They're
yeah.
gonna lose money on that one. Roz says in his head.
Yeah, I reckon we can make a thing of it. I'd probably, if we have time and it's not for a
You
while, then
too.
I'd go get nice clothes as well then.
They won't be leaving dock for about another 90 minutes or so. So around about just about sunset, basically. Yeah,
Yeah, quickly go get some nice clothes.
beautiful.
I guess.
Yeah, I'll go get some nice clothes and a top hat like a con artist.
Is
But
Luro
what?
going into the boat?
Luro wants to ask someone for help on how to get nice clothes.
Get into your
He's
clothes.
gonna, like,
Know how to
puppy
get
follow
nice
someone.
clothes because he doesn't know what nice clothes are.
Actually, yeah.
You dress like Dracula, like you've got this this high tuxedo in Luro. Anyway, yeah. So Luro. So yeah, how are we going to help Luro get dressed?
Can I source a place?
Dozens of places. There's almost too much choice.
You find Roz
Uh,
being tailored up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
find.
being measured up by some gnome who was.
He had to build
the tape measure
scaffolding
right up
around it.
Yeah, he's got scaffolding around him.
I'm gonna find some relatively nice clothes, a shop that does relatively nice clothes that are still kind of tough and comfortable, so that,
Yes.
like like the classic, a barbarian gets dressed up and they like scratch and itch everywhere, and then they just tear it off at some point because it's annoying them.
You find a
That's-
place that is like they primarily specialize in workwear, but they also do good
Casual
quality stuff. You know, like R.M. or R.M. Williams. I mean, R.M. Williams. That sort of
Yeah. I know that
Yeah.
place.
Akubras and upper class leathers, that sort of stuff. So you're looking around, and there's some nice stuff here, coats and boots and buckles. And then you see that the store's attendant is a dark dwarf, a Duergar. His eyes are milk white, like he's got blind with cataracts. His skin is an ashen grey with a tinge of purple, and his beard a mess of white wire. And he's a little bit apprehensive as he comes up and says, "Can I help you?"
I'm a little bit apprehensive too because he's from what I've read about dark dwarves. I'm like, I guess. Are you meant to be here?
I am the owner.
Well, I guess. Can you help my friend get some nice clothes?
Yeah, can help you, friend. What do you want it to look like?
I look. I look to.
You like bright colors? You like soft?
I
You like
think
waterproof?
I look Lyra up and down. I'll be like, earthy colors.
We specialize in this. Come. And he shows you it's mostly leather in here. And he shows you a range of bull leathers and seal leathers, deer, soft velvet deer leathers. They come mostly browns and blacks, but also whites and tans. But in essence, it's got a kind of Western cowboy style feel to it. Chaps and trousers and high pointy boots, big hats. That's what this guy specializes in.
Yeah.
I want to be a Maverick ripoff.
A Maverick ripoff.
And you'll just the thing, and he gets you nice big belt buckles and snakeskin shoes. Do you like the cow pattern pants? You know those Frisian cows, black and white cow
Yeah.
pants.
And
You
it's like
like?
it's actually like actual hide as well.
It's actual Frisian hide. That's right. It's the real deal.
I look at Luro. Yeah, yeah. They're like Firbolgs kind of have that like cowish looking face, right?
I'm a cow now.
Like they have that kind of like broad nose and sort of droopy ears sort of thing.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah, yeah. Every time I just look at like every time I'm essentially imagining it like a supermodel in like dressed like it's like clothes that a supermodel dressed in like
Yeah, that's exactly right.
ranch wear would be.
Yeah, that's right. It's you wouldn't wear it on the farm because it's
Not
too
super.
good, you know.
Yeah,
Like it's the sort of thing that
fake
that
farm
country
wear.
people wear to the city once a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have that nice buttoned up collar shirt.
The
but
best
it's like-
reference, if you guys understand it, you know the Futurama parents, Amy's parents. Do you remember them? If you watch Futurama,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brilliant.
yeah, yeah. I'll be like, yeah,
You have husband.
the pants will do.
You got it, Steven? 'Cause I got it.
Yeah, you put it in.
Right.
Right.
Waiting for this to come
There it is.
Nice.
in.
And the shirt with the little tassels on it.
Like a marijuana symbol on her hat.
I
Cactus,
don't even.
baby.
It is? No, it's marijuana. She's high as fuck.
Hilarious.
yeah.
So yeah, you've decked Luro out in shirt and his leather pants, his snakeskin boots, his brass belt buckle. There is one thing, and only Luro himself can decide what is the most important part of his outfit. You must pick
hat?
one of my hats. He's got
I
10
guess.
gallon hats
Oh,
and
what,
top hats and caps.
what is the
and
biggest one?
the big 10-gallon hat, mass.
Huge.
Perfect. The whole
Like a Pharrell Williams looking ass.
that's a half sombrero.
God, they're huge. I just googled one.
And so all in all, boots, including the boots, it's going to cost 75 gold pieces, and he is decked out for Hollywood. This guy could go and win an award at Nashville with this look.
Yeah, he pays up immediately.
Worth its weight
This
already.
is the bestest look in his entire life.
You are snazzy.
Now you gotta draw it, Jackie.
Oh fuck.
All right.
Hee. Drax.
Oh, sorry. Was that me? I had my dad was talking to me just then, so I had to take my headphones off.
Nice.
He like scratches his head. Last time I bought anything was about 11, 10 years ago. And he like walks into like this store and he explains what he wants, and it's like those old like admiral like suits where they have like the gold buttons down either side of the chest, and it has like the gold rope across, and it's like the shoulder cape off the side sort of thing. I'll see if I can find them.
yeah.
Like the sort of thing.
Like
I mean.
ceremonial.
Oh, that's basically, yeah, that's what I mean. That sort of style. Ignore the fucking demon guy, but yeah, the Tifa thing. That's ignore that. But yeah, that sort of like admiral sort of style
with the
is what
shoulder
he would
cape.
be used to. Sorry.
With the shoulder cape.
Yeah, like shoulder cape, greaves, and like the shoulder fucking pads and all that kind of stuff.
I tried to get a picture, but my pictures are too powerful.
Okay. And like
Yeah, that's probably better. I'll do that.
yeah, like that sort of style.
Yeah, that's essentially the one.
Yeah. So he goes for something like that. He's like, I'm not sure if that's what people wear now, but I mean,
That what Prophet's gonna wear? It's like a Halloween costume for kids. That'd
that's
be
what I'm
funny, bro.
getting. Yeah. He trying to think for himself for a bit. What? This isn't meant to be, racist or anything. What do kobolds wear anything fancy when you guys have parties or formal events? Are they not big on those? Right. How about what do you wear? Actually, what do you wear normally, like every day? Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
no mesh. Terribly fitting.
I think for him. Okay, so let's not. Oh yeah. We can definitely do that, and just some simple, nice clothes underneath, and then have that nice robe over the top would do good. I don't know which store I would go to for that sort of wear. Or I just trying to find one.
Welcome to Gnome House.
Yeah, you'll find some people selling something like that. 50 gold pieces, but you're only small. 30 gold pieces.
Can I try and not con, but like pull Prophet into getting like a white shirt with like pants and suspenders as well as the coat or something, as the cloak? No, they're not old, man. My brother used to wear these. Well, not these ones, but this style. Yeah.
Hmm. 30 gold as well.
And for me, about 60, was it?
Yeah, 50. Yeah.
50. Okay. I'll mark that off.
Oh, I didn't mark off how much it costs for Roz.
What were you getting, Ross?
Just like a basic button-up shirt and nice pants, nothing special. A little bit too
5
tight.
gold. Yeah, if you're not getting any boots or anything, it's just 5 gold.
Nah.
It's a nice wool shirt. Yeah, but it's
Like
not
dressing up for
nothing
dinner at the
particularly
Tav.
special. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Like, Roz has got the sort of shirt you wear down to the RSL. It's nice.
Yeah. He's just got a nice button-up shirt, some jeans.
Yep.
That's it.
That's
Classic
it. He's gonna go and put some money in the pokies and go
Yeah.
very happy.
Maybe I'll get a win. Who knows?
Yeah, that's right.
Big
Who
man.
knows? Precisely, you understand it. He's got his chicken palmy.
Because
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
not.
it's palmy night.
So good. Oh my
I
god.
know.
You can see Roz down at the local pub.
Oh my god.
I'm
gonna call you Roz whenever we go to like the fucking what is it?
Cry.
The Cry, yeah. Hey
Mhm.
Roz, want a beer?
Since I'm not going out with them, I'm gonna take care of the griffins. But also, can I get some materials to like weave my own stuff? So I got a weaver's kit, but I don't have any materials, I guess.
You're gonna weave yourself a shirt. That's gonna take a while.
No, it's gonna like make changes to like I have scholars robes, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna make some like
Are
changes
you gonna
to
like do some embroidering or something?
for the night because I'm not going out
Yeah.
with them. I'm
Oh,
taking
yeah.
care of all the It's not the current clothes that I'm wearing. It's my cloisters robes. So I have like
Cool.
robes from. I have like traveler's clothing. Then I have my cloisters scholar robes from. You know, when I worked in the library.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna do them up overnight. Yeah, I probably like wear them in downtime.
Accommodation here tonight will be 2 gold and 5 for somewhere nice, and you can spend 25 if Lily must be seen in the nicest parts of town.
Somewhere nice.
Yeah,
Why not spurge out a little bit?
the
$5.
nice place is secure as well. You're unlikely to be disturbed, and it's pretty quiet. Excellent. It's much more rowdy, much more smelly, and your bed with rocks, but you can't quite get comfortable in your bed. It's private. Yeah. Yeah. You'll. A guy comes in during the night. Oh, sorry. It's late at night. So anyway, a night on the town, and particularly a night on the boat. As you know, it's a special night, Baldur's Bones. It's a dice tournament, a brand new fad, and you are greeted by a woman. At least you think it's a woman from Karatua, which is the Far Eastern continent. Some people call it Oriental, a term that some find offensive in the modern era. Her name is Pao Ming, and Pao Ming is very polite, very professional, extremely well dressed with her green and golden silks.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, she offers you a greeting and a bow. It's 10 gold pieces entry, as you probably heard. Free alcohol and nibbles throughout the night. But if you're going to gamble, and she assumes you will, you can't use coins. You have to use chips.
How many coins is
So
it to a chip?
Yeah.
They come in various denominations: silver piece, gold, platinum. Most games will probably be a gold piece, unless you wanted to go to the silver table or the platinum table. But gold is standard. So for every gold piece you hand over, you'll get a golden goose.
All right, I'll hand over 200.
All right, she's happy with that. That's you're the sort of high roller that she wants you.
Rolls will go 150.
Yeah, that's good too.
I'll hand over 400.
Excellent. Now we're talking. You're given you got a private booth. The wine starts flowing for your group. She's already gotten a couple of hundred out of this party already. It's good. She's not surprised. She figures that you're someone's familiar.
I'll pay 200 to get in.
Excellent. She's very happy. So it's 10 to get in, and the rest is given to you in chips.
Yeah.
Chips look like this. Golden goose.
Only paying 10 to get in because he doesn't know if he wants to gamble.
She figures that you're probably a bodyguard, and so she's not upset or offended. Besides, they spent so much on it. All right, very good. So, the boat that you're on, I've got an image here. I think I might as well. Oh, look, I've got a player version here. I'll show you the image of the boat. Not the image. It's like a giant longboat. Yeah. It's dressed up as a paddle steamer, but also made to look with a bit of a sort of Nordic design, Nordic architecture. Soon enough, you find yourself in the gambling hall. People are dressed up like you are. Some of them less so, some of them more so. But there's about 50 people here, and we start dividing ourselves into groups. And if you want, you can all sit at the same table. Alternately, you can go and sit at different tables. And you can get ready to learn how to play the game called Baldur's Bones.
Do we play against each other for at the same table?
It's a good question, and you're not really sure at this stage. Would you like to just sit and watch for a while before sitting down?
I'll
Yeah.
sit at tables separate from everyone else. Is what I'm gonna do.
Going to
Mhm.
scout out
Look
the
at this.
game before I start playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the same. I'm gonna wait. Wait. for them.
Shit's going down.
It causes one wizard who's there to, but he holds his nerve. Is what you're doing. And he does the same thing. He mage armors himself down.
That is exactly the same thing I would do if I saw anyone walking.
You're gonna get it.
What's that little fucking lizard know that I don't?
Exactly. That's what he'd be thinking. All right. Nap. You're standing around, looking around and trying to work out the game, and a beautiful tabaxi woman comes up to you. She's a leopard. She's covered in dark spots and golden fur belies her figure. She comes up to you and purrs. She's wearing brand purple silks that clutch to her body quite tight, but loosely flow around her belly. She's got a beautiful emerald belly button ring inside her navel. And she says to you, "Wow, what brings you here, stranger?"
Here to gamble.
What are you hoping to win?
Lots of gold.
You know how to play this game? It's pretty simple.
No, I do not.
Listen up. Each player puts the agreed ante in the pot. Each player rolls their dice. Play proceeds clockwise around the table. Host of the game goes last. On their turn, the player can choose to stand or roll. Player stands, the next player can take a turn. The player who rolls takes an additional die and rolls it. Takes the total of the dice exceeds 721, they bust and are out of the game. Otherwise, they keep rolling additional dice until they stand or break. After everyone had a turn, the highest point total, excluding the players who busted, wins the game and takes the pot. And while you probably don't understand that, your character completely does. That, gambling, that what she just said, click, 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 click. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. Perfect.
I could only think of blackjack during that. It's like, what?
Yep,
That's the
that's
21
exactly-
thing. That's all
Yeah.
I could think of.
It's basically blackjack with dice.
Fuck yeah.
Turn the player can choose to stand or stand.
Wait, but you can like sleight of hand dice, can't you, to like get them to roll to where you want them? Kind of.
Short answer is yes. So if you do if you use your gaming check to cheat, then
I'm not skilled in gaming.
right, yeah, then you're probably better off not doing it because they likely have some sort of security. But if you do, then you basically get 4 dice and pick pick the 3 that you want.
Oh, I have proficiency in dice sets.
I also have proficiency in dice sets.
Does that mean
Hey.
we can cheat?
If
You
you
need to
want
let it
to, but like you would probably understand that the punishment for cheating is likely pretty severe. In fact, it likely extends beyond the boat and into the town of Yatar itself. That's logical, like you cheat at cards, people tend to stab you. You cheat at dice, it's pretty similar.
Okay.
Fair enough. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know how the game works, but my character does clearly, so I'm just gonna go start gambling.
yeah, cool.
I'll go to a separate table than everyone else.
Yeah, it's
that
yeah,
literally,
so-
it's
Separate
literally
table.
blackjack with dice.
Yeah, except there's no dealer. It's everyone against each other.
Rose will grab a handful of food and go to Juraxis's table.
Oh, well, you're a dick.
Alright.
Don't do our table first because I really need to go to the toilet.
Yeah,
I will
no
take
worries.
2 seconds. Or
All right.
No, just standing and watching everybody.
Indeed. Luro just watches. What was that, sorry, bro?
Mine,
Excellent.
Wild's game, I think, wasn't it?
All right. Yeah, sounds like it. All right. So yeah, there is the house. In this case, is a half elven woman of dark hair, a little under 25, perhaps. She wears something like a tuxedo with a skirt, and we're gonna gamble. We're gonna roll our dice. There are 5 people at your table, including the dealer, and so they begin. The first first guy's a dwarf. He kisses his dice and rolls them. Big money, big money, big money. And he gets with a 14. Oh, he's happy with that. Is he going to stand? He's not going to stand. He thinks that he can get better than that. And so he rolls another die. He's at 20. He's happy with that. He's going to. Okay. And next to him is a. And that halfling rolls his dice. He gets a 13. To beat the dwarf, he's going to have to get good. So it's not going to be easy. He rolls another die. It's not enough. He's going to have to keep going. 21. He's on it, and so he's sitting. It looks like, yeah, that's right. 20s. So it passes to Wild Gold.
11. I'm gonna roll another one. D6. 16. I need to roll again. 21.
All right. And who was there was someone else here as well, right? Was Nap in this table?
Oh no, it's a different table.
Excellent, cool. And another guy rolls another C's, and yeah, he busts. He gets the 25, gets the 20, and then tries to keep going. It's not enough. So the agreed pot, which in this case was 5 gold, is split between the 2 winners. So Wild Gold, you get 2.5 gold for your 1 gold investment. As you can see, this could take all night if we were to do this. So you might want to simulate the night of gambling. Decide that you're going to bet. Well, you've already kind of decided, haven't you? If you want 200 or 100, as you decided, and we'll just go all or nothing with that amount of money. If you want to do it that way, I mean, otherwise, as I said, we could be here all night.
Sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
Are you
Yeah,
sure you
sure.
want to be at this table?
When you get the money out, you gotta expect to lose it.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking Roz in character.
Oh,
Are you sure you want to sit at this table?
yeah.
All right.
Well, you don't like me.
I just don't want to steal your money.
Oh. Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Good call.
Right.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. I don't think there is anything invisible around here. Not that I haven't completely looked entirely through it, but I don't think there is. So.
Roz is going to just watch Jiraxis like a whore.
Yeah, no.
Now that he said that.
You ain't gonna see nothing.
So what are we putting in? What's your total nightly?
Well, I got 150.
150.
I bought in with I think I said 200.
Yeah.
Which take 10 is
190. Cool.
Oh wait,
190.
sorry. I'll say I bought 160.
Cool.
Yeah, so.
All right. So 190, 160. You know how much you'll. Yeah.
So do I just put in 160 then to match?
Yeah, we'll go with the 160. That's right. Like
Sorry. I bought 160 because it's 10 gold payment, so it's 150.
Oh, it's 150. Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
so
Cool.
both 150.
We'll go with the 150. That's right, and we'll leave you with you've still 40 gold worth of chips in your hand, win or lose. Okay, cool. So the first one, her rolls. This guy's a tiefling. He says, "Daddy needs this money. If I don't get this money, my kids ain't gonna be eating this week." And,
That's the
What a
rising
dick.
sun.
he's getting 17. He thinks about it. He's a gambling man. Yeah, no! And he tries to borrow money. Is he gonna loan him some money?
Him.
Yeah, this random tiefling who, he's kind of drunk by now. He's drunk like 50 gold pieces worth
I'll
of
give him
alcohol.
1 silver.
All right,
So his kids can eat. It makes sense.
he goes and trades that 1 silver for 1 final coin and loses it, and jumps off the edge of the ship. And,
Oh, it's moving.
but anyway, so he's out. He's out. The next guy is a Kenku. And the Kenku doesn't say anything all night, but he does give very unsettling noises right as you're about to roll your dice, trying to put you off your game. The Kenku's happy with the 10.
13.
Can hear him tweeting in the background.
21.
Yeah, the birds.
I'm
Fuck,
gonna.
the birds really flew.
Hang on. I'm rolling my bend luck,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna add a 1d4.
No.
He busts.
He nearly got a 7 on a D6. All right. Yeah. That's it. Hey, he sees the 4 and he's so happy, and then the dice rolls again, and he calls shenanigans. He blames magic. Was any magic involved?
No, it's just luck.
He's pissed off, and
Yeah.
he quits the Artar, and he's never coming back to this stupid town ever again. All right. No one's playing that. All right, so one of you guys just has to get close.
We're being Jiraxis.
Who's first? That's right, yeah.
No, ladies first, then I point to
Roz?
You point, I'm not a lady, and you're to the right of me. You should go first. It makes sense. It's the way the order is, Jiraxis. Can't you see that? Roll, dummy.
Fine then. I'll roll. So roll. Was it 3d6? Yeah.
Yeah, 3d6 plus a d6 each time.
What?
You add a
You can roll
d6
more.
each time you don't want to stand. Like you say, hit me.
Oh,
You can
okay.
have a
So
d6, hit me.
I thought that just rolled the d4 as well as the. No, it's alright. Okay,
Oh,
so
right.
It just rolled the 3d6, so I have 8 at the moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're pretty low.
Yeah, so I'll go again. 8, 9, 10. I'll hit
Jeez.
again. To 10,
15.
15. Oh, I can't lose yet.
Can't lose yet.
Roll 1d6.
17.
17.
Stand or hold? Hold or hit. Sir?
I'm gonna sit on that.
All right. 17 is the number to beat, Ross.
Alright. 3d6. Bada boom. Huh? Why didn't it roll? Oh, there we go. 9.
Why can't we see your numbers?
Turn off your 3D dice.
I only just turned it back on to see if that's what it was.
We saw that D6.
We only saw that one.
Or I can redo it if you want.
No, you got
no,
9. 9 and 2 is 11.
9.
Yeah.
9,
11.
10, 11. What's that?
17.
17.
Match.
So if you both stand and she
Oh.
busts, you split the kitty.
Split the pot.
Oh, what you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
stand just to piss him off.
Ooh, all right, all or nothing.
No, I'm gonna 1d4.
You can't. Oh, you
I
can.
can't?
Yeah, you can 1d4. Yeah, I thought you.
Oh
But you can't. You can
no,
roll,
actually, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
15.
Oh,
She gets hit.
she's won.
She
She
won.
stands.
What's that?
She stands. She's at 19.
That's 19.
She's at 19.
She is.
Do I go up or down?
That's like in the shit spot for you.
19.
Reece.
This is
I
the
know.
worst. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Wait. Does it? How's the wording go? Because I can decide to whether add or detract, but I'm not sure if I have to do it before or after. Let's have a look.
And does it also say that the dealer wins evens? Does it say that?
Reactions.
The highest point total wins. No, it says the highest point total wins.
So I guess I can roll it and decide if it's a bonus or penalty.
I'm not sure. Oh,
Just
right.
the wording's there. That's how it.
So roll a d4 and apply the number as a bonus. Or...
So I can roll it and
you
then
apply.
decide.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, bend luck.
But you have to do one of the other ones that's rolled. Yeah.
Yeah. So what she got? 19.
Yeah,
Mhm.
19.
20. That's a bust. Yeah, she busts. She goes up and gets.
But it's
bust.
also an 8 on a d6.
I imagine she like
Right.
accidentally rolls another 6 or something. Like,
she
it's
accidentally
unlucky,
picks up. She
you know?
accidentally picks up 2 6s and throws them.
Yeah.
Something like that. And glaring error that even if she hadn't have rolled the 6, then she did a personal foul or the equivalent of some sort of professional maneuver which forfeits her hand. In either case, you win up. But they're suspicious on you now because that was fucking bullshit. Like that was suspicious, and so the Karaturan woman, she has got her from that point on. Like there can be no doubt that Pao Ming is suspicious of you and your group. But we'll move on to the next table.
Cool. So I would ask Pao Ming for the high rollers table. I want to do 400 in one bet.
Absolutely. You're the only one at the table for 400
Ah, poor
That-
people.
Means we get a 150 back each, right?
You do.
Plus some.
Hang on. You put
'Cause we-
150 in, and
Yeah.
everyone else put 150 in. So the
Oh.
total would be 750, and you split
Divide
that
by
375.
Oh,
each.
sweet.
Yeah, that's what you get.
375.
Okay,
Cool.
what is the highest one I can do that other people would match?
100.
Really? Wow, people are cheapskates here.
Yeah, over the course of the night they'll do 400, but not in a single roll. But we'll do it as a single roll to represent the whole night if you want.
Sweet, yeah, I'll do that then.
Yeah, cool. No worries. So during the night, that Tabaxi that was with you, she joins your table to do some gambling. She's pretty good. She sits on 19. That high rolling dwarf, he's still stuck around. What's that? 20.
20.
He's happy. One more NPC, a half this time. 9, 10, 15, 18. Bust. Just you and the dealer left. 20 is the number to beat.
Those are quite some big numbers.
Ooh,
17.
Ooh.
Yeah,
17.
you're watching it, and
Need to keep rolling though.
Go.
Can I see him from
Oh,
20.
perfect.
No.
the
Wow.
pot is 2,000 gold pieces. Let's see what the dealer gets.
14, 15,
15.
Oh yeah, 50. Sorry.
18.
18.
She rolls her dice.
Ah.
22 bust.
Sweet. I'm so much wealthier now.
Fuck me.
2,000 of these chips, of these golden goose chips, and you're able to go up and cash every one of them in.
Sweet.
Fuck.
And it is fucking, yeah. Isn't it right? Isn't it so Yeah, that's right. And it's legit though you might be. It doesn't look legit, not from the outside.
I guess I'll bow to the tabaxi and say thanks for the game.
So, wait. Don't you need a partner for the night?
What, to build a pillow fort with?
Yes, me and my friends, we will build a pillow fort with you.
A little bit worried about getting robbed after winning 2,000
Oh.
gold.
We can keep you safe, my friend.
By you.
We know a very safe place. Come and sleep at my place.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on getting robbed. These things happen at casinos, and then I'm just gonna leave.
You are too clever for the hands of Yartar, pretty boy. She gives you a wink.
Guess another
Did
bow
she
and I'll leave.
just did she just essentially say, "Yeah, I would have robbed you"?
Yeah.
Yes. The hands of Yartar are an
Are they an organization?
They are. They are a local thieves guild made up entirely of women. You've never met anyone because you've never been to Yartar.
I can't use that thieves guild to my advantage.
Not really, except as a whole bunch of girlfriends.
A whole bunch of girlfriends that want to rob me.
Yeah, like the worst sort of girlfriends.
I can finally afford that elven cloak now.
You'll finally afford the girlfriends.
Sitting on my 5,000 gold.
Excellent.
That's good money.
It is. Jealous, Wild Gold?
A little. Actually, Wild wanted to trade in another 500 gold for chips. He wanted to go fucking big.
Palming is very reluctant to grant you what you want. And so she has to go and consult someone like boss, basically. Yeah, exactly. And I will go and speak to Lord Dryland. Please wait here while I get approval for this significant transaction.
All right.
She comes out soon after with Lord Dryland, who I anticipate is not a man you were expecting. He's human. There is that. The guy has a skull cap, a wiry, salty beard, golden earrings of some kind of vagabond, but none of that is unusual compared to the octopus which is perched atop his shoulder. Looks like it's giving him a hug.
I have a flying monkey on mine as well.
The octopus glares at your flying monkey with its little beady eyes.
Doesn't that thing live underwater?
It does. I've got a freshwater tropical tank magical in me cabin. I do. But he can come out for an hour at a time to get around. They're very smart, you see. Smarter than primates.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Aye, will you do now?
Are you the boss?
Aye, that I be. I am Lord Dryland, and Yartar is me home. What brings you to Yartar? You can make an Arcana check. It could be a familiar. Their bond seems to be unnaturally close.
Well, I mean, we're just passing through, and I heard about this boat that does gambling.
I know who ye be. Ye be that famous band of cutthroats that has been slaying giants from the spine of the world to Tribor.
Yeah, that's us.
Well, it's an
Let me
honor.
be.
An honor to have you here. I'm no friend of giants, you see, and I'm glad to have the likes of ye here in the Golden Goose. Drink up, pretty lion, eat your fill, and have a good time. May you walk out of here as rich as that fellow. and Nap's still halfway through his gambling at this point, and his would-be girlfriend is trying to ooze onto him, and he's just winning and winning and winning, ignoring her and winning. You've got my blessing, pretty lion man. Glad to have anyone who's an enemy of giants on my ship.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, so you're able to cash your chips in. And
yeah.
he wanders around a bit and it just kind of keeps an eye on things. He's pretty interested in you guys at this stage.
I'm assuming there's peanuts at the minibar. That's where Roz is now.
Peanuts, Brazil nuts, walnuts, pecans.
I will sniff the air for anything honey.
Honey cakes and
Oh,
honey toast and little meringue pies. Honey on the second layer.
Wild is eating and drinking while playing his game.
You discover chocolate, a new imported ingredient that's come all the way from Maztica. This dark brown, kind of looks like dirt or mud, but it tastes like heaven.
Lucky he's not like a dog version of a tabaxi.
You die.
A dog
He
Wow.
dies.
what about bears?
Never fed one to a bear.
Hmm.
Don't want to try, really?
It doesn't kill Yogi Bear, so I should be right.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
I didn't eat any because I'm eating honey.
Anyway.
Where there's. Alright.
Can I
So, yeah.
do 2 games? Because I have 700 chips. I want to do a 200 and a 500.
Absolutely. 200 first?
500 first. Go big
500
first. Why
first.
not, you know?
Alright. Is it over the course of a night or just a single roll? You against the dealer?
Is it 1 versus 1 if it's a 500?
It is, that's right. And the pot's equal to 1 versus 1.
Then I'll do it over the course of the night.
Alright, 5 people. 16, alright.
22.
There is this half orc who is this gambling, and he's so 16. And this is bullshit. So he turns over the table and he gets tossed in the river because he's being violent. Alright.
Jesus.
A human, an old human. He's got his pension fund riding on this. 17. He's going to be happy with that. He'll sit. And another. There's one more. Another human. A lady this time with a nice hat. She sits on 18.
Eight. 9. 14. 15. 16.
19.
19.
There you go.
Yep. I'm going to stand on that.
He is so upset because now he has no pension.
Oh.
10,
12,
13, 14.
15, 16, 17, 18.
No!
Can I see where they are? Like where I'm from the bar where I am?
Oh yeah, it's only a fairly small area. Yeah.
I'm gonna peer through a glass at who's playing, and use my last one to add a roll 1d4 to that guy's roll.
Alright.
He goes,
Alright, and so throughout the course of the night, you managed to win big.
500 was that bet, so
2,500.
2,500.
Yeah.
Must one up.
How did you do that? The captain asked Juraxis.
I'm just scoffing like a honey cake in my mouth. What?
Every time your friends It's because you're glancing over towards them. How is that? Can't see any magic. It's one hell of a trick that you've got there. You must be the luckiest bastard who's not a halfling that ever lived.
I mean, oh, he like passes, like hits his chest as he tried to swallow. My grandma's a halfling. Maybe that's why.
You ever seen the sea?
The sea.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, we've been out there. I'm originally from a place that's seaside.
Aye. You ever dream of sailing on the deep blue sea?
And it scratches his head. It would be an experience. Maybe.
Aye.
Why is that?
My organization, we've got openings for the likes of ye. If you're as enterprising as I've heard you all are. You've got tricks up your sleeve, and I must say that Pao Ming can't work out what they are, and she's a sharp one, that one. If you've got tricks that she can't work out, then I'd like to use them tricks for myself.
Who did you say you are again?
My name's Lord Dryland, and I'm from I'm a Yartar native, and I'm hoping to increase me holdings here in this interesting riverside town.
Have I heard of him before, or like his
Make a history check.
organization that he talks about?
Yeah, possibly. Make a history check. Never. No. You didn't even know Yartar was anything more than a pub and a school and a church. You know, it's the fact that it's an inland city is news to you.
Okay.
Its politics is certainly nothing you know about.
Oh,
Apparently, there was a woman there was a duke, or a ruler. I think they're called the harbor master, and she murdered someone and lost her job as a result. But that's just something that comes back to you now.
Okay. Well, I'm something of a business owner, entrepreneur myself, of sorts. I own some businesses. Obviously, I'm very open to talking business. Who did you say your organization or your group was?
Oh, I didn't actually.
Oh.
But just consider it a private enterprise. Let me ask you a question, if you don't mind, sir. You're giant killers. You're hunting the giants. What's your grand plan? Are you just doing it for the gold, or have you got some greater objective at mind?
You see, I'm not exactly from this time. There was a problem with some wild magic explosion back 10 years back or so. I was caught up in that and sent here. I'm guessing I'm trying to get home, and to do that, I need to get. I need to find out if there's some powerful magics, and to do that, I need money and I need knowledge. And I guess this is the best way to do that.
Oh, so you're just mercenaries then, all of you. You don't have some kind of higher calling. You're not trying to solve some great mysteries or anything like that.
Not all of us. There are some, I think.
Who should I talk to? Who's your leader that might know a bit more about your ambition?
Or who you're interested in? I know most ambitions have.
Someone smart and charismatic.
I think out of the charisma, out of all of us, I think I get along with most people. If you're all
You don't seem to know your grand ambitions, though. Who's your leader?
If you're
deciding your ultimate destiny.
I reckon you should go talk to Prophet if you want to talk to anyone.
A prophet? That sounds like the kind of man or a woman that I'm hoping to speak to. Who's your prophet? I bet it's that one. And he points at Aradel. Aradel's not there, is he? Right.
I'm not there.
I would have. I would
Points at some like elf that's playing cards playing dice with one of the party. That gentleman.
No, I would have actually sent him to Aradel, but no, he's not here. I don't know who that is. No,
Oh,
the main one with a vision, that one over there. He's quite a feisty little one. So talk to him. And I point to Prophet.
your little magician, the one that caused an uproar. As soon as he walked in and started slinging spells.
I believe from the motions he only cast mage armor, and as you can see, he isn't. From his appearance, most people don't tend to like him. It's just a precaution, I assure you.
Oh well, I understand. Most people don't tend to like him either. He says, patting his octopus on the head.
May I? And I
Hello.
go to pat him.
Yeah, you can. He's a little aggressive and he turns different colors, but he lets you.
Oh, not too much then. Once I see he doesn't like it, I kind of pull back. All right.
Ah, Prophet, is it then? He says to the kobold.
Yeah, that's his name.
Ah, good to meet you. I'm Lord Dryland. Yartar is my town, and the Golden Goose my ship, my livelihood. Welcome aboard. I can see that you and your friends are having a mighty streak of luck tonight. Almost supernatural. Aye, well, I was wondering if you and the likes of you were up for sale, for hire. I've heard you're skilled killers and haters of giants. Oh, yeah, let's get to the meat and drink of it. Your purpose, then, sir, what is that? Oh, the promised one.
Yeah, he didn't come.
I did.
Oh, aye, well, I'm glad that you found him, little prophet. Is your chosen one out there to kill the? Or is that the apocalypse you talk about? Oh, I've heard talk that you can stop the giants by killing the Storm King. Have you heard such a thing? Oh, you've heard that, have you? What else have you heard?
Oh.
Aye, they say that, do they? And do you believe them?
I'm not in agreement.
Oh. Any ideas who it might have been then? Any theories, perhaps?
You seem quite interested in this.
Oh, I don't like giants, not one bit.
There's not many people who do. They are quite the menace at the moment, aren't they?
Oh, I.
You seem to have a job that you keep dancing around. Why not out and ask it?
Oh, well, I am asking it. I'm wondering how much you know about the Storm King and his wife and the crimes around it. I'm just kind of to gauge your theories, hear your thoughts. maybe.
I always had a theory that maybe the daughter staged it so that she could become king, but it's just a theory. It's nothing behind it.
Aye, just a theory, aye. Well, it's something to think about, then, isn't it? Perhaps. Perhaps indeed. Well, this has been most enlightening. Oh, it's more of a gift, really. A kind of a friend of mine, from a good friend indeed. I like the octopus, he says, and he shows you his tattoo, and he's got this elaborate tattoo that looks like a more of a squid than an octopus because it's got the extra two tentacles. But it's a hell of a squid, and this squid is smashing a ship to pieces with its tentacles.
Looks almost like a kraken.
You, yeah, looks identical to it.
Okay. It's quite the artwork.
The luxuries of being born rich.
Well,
You want to see good quality tattoos? Come over here. Come over here, he says, and calls towards Pao Ming. Go on, show him your dragon. Go on, show him your dragon. Really, it is not an appropriate place for a lady to disrobe. Come on, Pao Ming. You got to see this. And she relinquishes and holds her silks around her front while allowing the back to be undone. And a spectacular oriental dragon that takes up the majority of her back, which she soon hides again. Magnificent, isn't it? And he looks over at Pao Ming and gives a bit of a nod. And let's see.
Can I check my pockets?
You can, yeah. It's not your
Are they?
pockets you have to worry about. It's your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Does Prophet see any invisible creature then?
No invisible creature, no.
Oh,
Yeah, you can bring him along, yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Oh my god. I don't have anything else either.
Alright. Your mind is being probed, Jaraxxus. He continues to talk, nonetheless. How close are you? Yeah. Casting magic is almost always obvious unless I don't know about detect thoughts. It might be more subtle than that. I've got it up here. Let's see. Detect thoughts is VSM. It requires a copper piece. She holds up a copper piece and it disappears into nowhere. And she starts reading, starts probing into Jaraxxus's mind.
Do I notice she's doing it, or am I like?
Yeah. Oh, if the spell succeeds, you don't. Oh, right. So it's either way, the target is probing into its mind. Yeah. So So even if you do, yeah, that's right. And sure. And he says, so tell me everything you know about the Storm King and his wife. Little prophet, calm down. I mean you no ill will. I'm just trying to to see if you're an enemy or not. Just kindly submit to the interrogation.
Spell ends.
To make an intelligence check contested by intelligence check my seeds. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and actually before I contest it, I'm gonna quickly say I kind of look disgruntled and a bit agitated. Yeah. Then let's just cut to the chase. I don't know if I want you poking around my head. What's your organization?
Oh, just a group of concerned citizens trying to get to the bottom of this crisis. And she keeps
Definitely not
pouring through
psychic
your mind.
pirates.
My hand. Oh,
No, not this bloody Xandar. I've got nothing to do.
I'm gonna challenge her then.
All right.
He's not saying anything. So is it just intelligence? What was it?
Yeah, I think it's just flat
Intelligence
intelligence
check.
rolls. Yeah.
Straight intelligence. Okay. 13.
All right. I'll have a look at her character sheet. I mean, there she is. Yeah. All right. Oops. And you managed to just barely snap out of it, but not before. She has gathered some significant information about how, well, frankly, how little you know about the disappearance of the Storm King and his wife. Well, I mean you no more harm. I'll let you return to your drinks and your tables, if it's all good with you.
My eyes kind of turn into my teeth kind of grow a little bit as I get a bit angry, almost slipping into like pure fucking hybrid.
He puts his hands up. I'm just a simple man. You don't need to threaten me. I know that you're stronger than I am. After all, I've never killed a giant. Yeah, you can. He does seem to genuinely think that each of you could probably individually overpower him. But then again, maybe that's why he keeps his mage around. Oh, my friend, I'd say that my group's powerful enough to bring down the world. The giants' world, that is. Not the world of good, kind folk. Only if it came from the Lord of the Deep.
Lord of the Deep. These are the psychic pirates. They so are. Okay. I'm gonna like prep an insight, and I'm gonna see if his if his face changes or demeanor changes in any way when I say what I'm gonna say. Just gonna
Yeah.
say oh wait, hang on. Is in Fire Shear that they were attacked. How's Fire Shear going?
What happened in Fire Shear?
The psychic pirates were looting there. I think that was happening there.
That's right. There's Fire Shear. Yeah. So make an insight if you want. And do you want me to say if I'm? It will be contested. Yeah,
Okay.
cool.
And what do you want me to roll?
Insight.
Oh my god! All I needed, I needed a 3 at least, and I failed.
Yeah, you can make your own insight check. Jiraxis is convinced that the guy's legit, and he deceives you as well. Sorry? No, and it goes to the deceiver in this instance.
That's so unlucky.
Just totally missed it. No fire shield. Oh no, no,
Mm.
no. Didn't hear about fire shear. Didn't hear nothing. Or the destruction, the slavery. Didn't hear a thing. And so you go, oh, okay, fair enough. Guess he didn't hear about the raids and the slavery and the psychic pirates. And the rest.
Wait a minute, we didn't
Wait
mention
a
raids
minute.
and slavery or psychic birds.
Hey,
But you don't pick up on any of that.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, sure, I guess.
still don't
makes
trust
sense.
him. But yeah, okay.
Well, I better go and put me pet back in the tank. Enjoy the rest of your night. I think your friend over there still got more chips to spend.
Mm. Right. I just like death stare him until he leaves. Hmm? I don't get it either.
Yeah, like you were sure that you'd be able to get any lie out of him if he told one, but he just an honest man with a dishonest face, I guess.
Still hate him.
Mhm.
I'll say to Prophet. I don't like him, Prophet. Something's not right. I agree. Let's watch Wild do this last gamble and then let's get out of here.
200 gold.
Hmm. All right. So this is for 200, right?
Yep.
16, 21.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
Mm.
That's the
Oh,
first one.
it's not me next. Oh,
No,
I'll
so
go next.
You can go next. Yeah, there's no reason why you can't.
Ooh.
17,
17.
19.
Ah.
The rest of the rolls don't matter. And,
That's
you
alright, I'm
lose,
still up a lot.
Still up a lot.
Yeah, you are.
I'm still up like 1,800 gold.
It's a very successful night in Yatar, and you guys are those out of town boys who go to the big smoke and yeah, just make a nuisance of yourselves. You're so rich that if you wish to waste 100 gold, you probably wouldn't even notice in the morning. What do you do? Do you just take your money and go to bed and move on the next day, or do you party, live it up? What do you do?
Pub crawl.
Pub crawl, perfect.
Yeah, I'm really
Try
angry about what happened, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
no
pub
worries.
crawl.
7 different types of beer, 4 different types of mead, 6 cocktails, and some bourbon. Yeah, you get maggoted, and
What?
during the night, you find yourselves targeted by a number of women, mostly operating in groups of 3 and 4, who seem to be quite skilled at pretending that they're interested in you.
I like the
alright.
pretending part.
That's alright. Draxus isn't interested in women. He's
Neither
women.
am
He's
plenty
all
by
about the
now.
men.
Yeah.
I already know about the Thieves Guild.
You
'Cause they
do.
already tried to rob me the first time.
Yeah, and Rose has a partner, so he's good.
What is every man who comes through? The girls say.
Could have had plenty of women by now if I wanted to.
He's like
God.
nearing the end of his life, right?
That's
Right.
cool.
Are you on 125?
Nice.
Okay.
It's really cool. All right. All right. Are we done with Yata? Or do you want to spend some of your money the next morning?
Roz
Um,
does. He's low on apples, and he's going to change up his diet. Maybe get a few different other fruits, be a variety.
Brilliant. You can
Yeah, I
spend as much as you want to get an absolute fruit salad. Okay.
Sweet.
No, she does not. No, she's a. They take your threat to blow the place up quite seriously, and they got what they wanted. They wanted to know if you knew much about the kidnapping of the king and the death of the queen, etc., etc. You don't know shit. That's all they need to know.
Okay. In the morning, can I find someone that sells maybe like a breastplate or a half plate
Easy. Yeah.
armor?
Yeah.
Either one?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll minus the gold off that, and I'll
Cool.
put it on.
I'm gonna
I
get
wanted
about.
to find a really fancy shop that sells some warmer temperature gear because right now
Excellent.
he's wearing a big winter wool fur coat.
Not a problem.
It's still pretty cool down here, right?
So some nice lacy
Oh
silk.
yeah, it's still quite like you're still pretty damn far north. I was looking at a picture of the map recently, and yeah, you guys are really far north. Like if you Waterdeep's far northern city, and you must be 400 miles north of Waterdeep. Oh no, only 200, 300, 250. So it's still like being on the border of Canada, basically.
Oh, then I don't really need it. Never mind then.
Pretty cold, hey. It's pretty cold. It's certainly nowhere near the spine of the world. But that's like saying that being in the Arctic circles warmer than yeah being on the edge of Canada and the US. They're both
Uh,
pretty cold.
I'd like to spend about 350 golds worth to get
Yeah,
diamond dust
yeah,
and incense
yeah.
and fine inks and paper.
Cool. The diamonds and
mixture.
the armor comes from the spine of the world. The inks come from Anarok, and the inks for the incense comes from the Anarok, and the inks come from the coast.
Cool, yeah. It's just like nice embroidery on it of like a large symbol of denier on it or whatever. Yeah. Yes. Do you pay that much attention to me? It sounds like a burden. How much money did I say? 350. Okay.
If Roz were to sell the plate that he got from the previous battle, including the giant plate, would he get a fair price for it here?
Yeah, yeah, fair price. I usually get about what the market value is, since that's worth that much in raw materials alone, unless you can find someone who actually wants it. So if you know what the value is, it's a quarter of that. The giant armor would basically be worth the same amount as it would if it were new, because it costs 4 times as much. It's worth a quarter of that. Works out
So-
exactly the same. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, well,
yeah.
I'll sell all that. I'll get all the money going
Yeah.
quickly.
You can have a look and see work out how much it is.
Find some scrolls? Sure. Is there a proprietor of scrolls or a library here?
Yeah, yeah, there absolutely is. There are some half elves who come down from Silvery Moon to sell stuff that they've made.
All right. I'll cast detect magic when I enter there, if like as I enter the location, I guess.
Yeah, it's mostly scrolls and potions, wizard spell components and junk like that. They don't have boots of flying or any sort of snazzy stuff. Mostly scrolls and potions.
Plenty of scrolls and potions. Oh, do I have any faith scrolls? Faith regarding scrolls?
They don't, but they can point you towards a temple that will.
Ah, yes, of course, a temple. How foolish of me.
Most of the ones that you'll find in the player's handbook up to level 3, and then they've got a few of the fancier ones that you'll find in other books like Mordenkainen's Agonaz's Scorcher and Snillock's Snowball and Immolation. So if it's in the player's handbook and it's below level 3, it's probably there. If it's higher than level 3 or you draw it from one of the other books, it's probably about a 50-50 chance. Yeah, so they've got clairvoyance, yeah.
I have that exact spell.
50-50 chance, yeah.
Hey, I got that spell too.
2 is a yes and 1 is a no. Yeah. They have a copy, yeah. Do you have the prices for scrolls?
I thought it was
I'll
like,
grab them.
yeah, I thought it was like something like 10 times the spell level or
Spell
something, or is that something
scroll.
else?
It's a
So level
That's copying, okay.
yeah. It's a bit of an odd formula,
Okay.
but I've got it here.
It is a rare magic item. I don't know the price.
No, I don't use those. I really hate them.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's awful. It's fucking awful, and like the rankings are generally stupid anyway.
Because
So
some of them
anyway,
are really simple, and some of them have like really specific effects.
there's an uncommon staff that can create a treant every single day. Ridiculous.
That's fucking nasty. Hell yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, I know.
Need
Right?
that stuff.
Yeah. So 25 gold pieces for first levels. 100 and yeah, good idea. Yeah, make a note of it. Yeah. 25 for the first levels. 150 for the second levels. 375 for the third levels. 700 for the fourth levels. 1,125 for the fifth levels. 1,650 for the sixth levels. 2,275 for the seventh levels.
Wouldn't even know if anyone has them.
No, generally not. 3,000 for the eighth levels. And 3,825 gold pieces for the ninth levels. Some spells have additional spell components. You have to add that in addition. So like an identify scroll needs a pearl worth 100 gold. You have to add an extra 100. You do, because when you write the scroll, you consume the you have to have the component. That's the way the scroll works. So so if a scroll takes 1,000 gold piece component, it adds 1,000 gold piece.
Because you're essentially casting the spell onto a piece of paper instead
Exactly.
of.
Otherwise, like you'd never cast Revivify. You'd just make a Revivify scroll and read it off the scroll instead of using the spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do that.
Why not just True Resurrection at that point?
Good point.
I didn't know I didn't even know what True Resurrection's level was.
Are there any magic shops in Yata?
A couple, mostly, but they like this one is just selling spells and scrolls and stuff. Silvery Moon will have a much greater range of magic stuff, but they have a few things here, just not many.
Okay.
Is there a black market here that sells maybe stolen magic goods and stuff for cheaper?
Run by girls.
Okay, I'd like to go there.
All right, you're dealing with the hands of.
Hi, I'd like to go there as well then. I like some cheap
Yeah.
stolen magical goods. Well, cheaper.
It's not a place so much as people, you know. It's like scoring drugs on the corner. You know, you go down and talk to them, and they can hook you up.
All right.
It is. We have like over 1,000 in goods, but very little money.
Roz just put 315 in.
Did he?
Yeah.
The Wild took 314 out, unfortunately. So
Fuck yeah.
just one.
How much do you need, Prophet?
He's just gonna use party gold. Like it's
Oh,
there for a reason.
Did you actually put it in?
Yeah. Look, Roz
Sweet.
puts 315 gold
Yeah.
in party funds.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's in the
'Cause I
chat
think-
instead of
isn't-
editing it.
Well, I thought if I edit it, it breaks it or something.
No.
No, I can
Yeah,
It
edit
says,
it.
as long I'm
You-
doing
you,
it now.
You you really only want one editor, but that's my suggestion.
Okay.
Here you go.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, I had the mindset of like we have a bag holder, and I thought Wob was like the bag holder.
Alright, we'll just let fucking Aradel do the party gold. I'm keeping my own gold now.
All right, Aradel, you will now be party gold guy.
I am party gold guy. How much did you say?
Needs 4. Right.
I think we have to go down to the docks or something and fork off these knucklehead trout.
You can sell them easily enough.
Is this legal? Oh, polish them. Sure. I can even I could scrimshaw these as well to improve their worth. The town. To the library.
Alright, Alright, so you go to the library, you check up the laws. You want to know if it's legal to sell magically altered gear. Is it permanent or just like, will it fade after all? Temporary? It's kind of dodgy. Depends on if they know it's going to be polished forever or not. If they expects it will be polished forever, and it turns out that like imagine you buy a brand new car, and a week later the paint washes off because you go through a storm. That sounds fucking dodge to me. That sounds like not strictly illegal, but you are likely to find yourself in court so that they can determine whether or not it's illegal, right? Yeah, you'd be sued, in short.
Can I also buy a book here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there a book of well-known dragons of the north?
It's a children's book and it doesn't have a lot of information, but there is.
Oh, lame.
The research check, which is investigation roll as you research the law.
I'll help you out.
Yeah.
And I'll give you guidance. Since this is the work of Denier, accounting essentially. And I assisted you too. Yeah. I know a library back to front.
That's better.
All right. So specifically, you what are you trying to actually do? But what are you actually doing? Like, But are you casting Nistel's magic aura, or are you casting prestidigitation or fool's gold? What's the spell that you're using?
That-
That is illegal in every single instance.
It's in the name.
Like there's just the only people who get away with this are people who run away, people who don't show up at court. Basically, like it's like selling a donkey as a. It's not. You're not polishing it. You're deceiving people. Like there's no doubt about it.
Not a
Like,
painted
it's,
donkey, it's a zebra.
yeah. Like this is a car whose paint washes off, and more like buying a Rolls Royce and finding out it's a Corolla. Yeah, it's a really nice Corolla. Yeah, like that. I'm not making a judgment value on this. I'm not even saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that with your investigation roll, you discover 100% of the cases rule against the person who distorted the value. Look at the name of the spell. I mean, you know. No, not in any Lords Alliance city. No.
You rolled a 19 on investigation, not a 19 on change litigation.
Yeah, that's right. Like you have done your research.
If you want, you could just
That's-
forge one.
That's another. That's possible. You could forge legislation. It's difficult. That is what I'm saying. Laskin is not a Lord city. Distort value, totally legit. You're a fucking idiot. You shouldn't have bought it.
It's your own fault.
Sure.
I thought it was a deception originally.
Very cool. That's right. Like I don't want this $2 bottle of Coke which tastes the same. I want the one with the nicer bottle. No, but yeah. What you're doing is up to you.
Is there a book of the
Excellent.
Evermores I can buy first?
Sorry.
Book on the Evermores?
Book on the Evermores. Yeah. There's some books on the Evermores. Most of them basically a third of each book is dedicated to trolls.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll take them all.
Yeah, no worries.
If they're all reasonably different.
5, 15, and 50 gold pieces.
I guess all three.
All right.
So what? Is that 70?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. One's like one's more, but a biographic novel. One's a bit of a picture book, but a good picture book, and the other one's a detailed tome, but it's centuries out of date.
Yeah, I'll do some annotations on that to fix it up.
Yeah. Like writing an assignment where you need like a couple of different books.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a scholar. I can change shit if I think it's wrong.
Sure.
I'll write in Trilogy of Trolls
There we go.
and the Moors.
I guess we want to get out of town before the 8 hours.
I think selling Scrimshaw.
How much do you sell? You get double its value.
Not Scrimshaw, Knucklehead Trout. Hasn't been Scrimshawed yet.
Right.
But yes. How much do you need? You need 700 gold, 24 pounds for 20 each. 24. Yeah. So you need 700 divided by 20. So we do not have that amount. We could get rid of the give me a sec. Accounting.
So while you're doing that,
yeah.
would there be any exotic ores or gems or anything in Yara
Yeah.
Taro?
Yeah, absolutely. Ironically, most of them, like myth are from Mirabar or somewhere like that. But yeah, there are absolutely.
Sweet. I'd just like to get something, I don't know, an ore that hopefully my master hasn't seen before, because that'd be dope.
All right, make an investigation. Some strange or
Investigation.
Is it still double for the knucklehead trout? Sorry.
yeah, he's distorting the value. So whatever he
Oh,
distorts.
is he?
Aren't you? Oh, you didn't. All right.
Thought so. I was gonna say.
Right. Yeah, but you stick to the culture
Okay.
since there is no. Okay, cool. Yeah, no worries. As I say, if you take it to Alaskan, perfectly legit.
Okay.
A 17 on strange ores. Strange ores. Hmm. Nothing particularly unique. There's turquoise and emerald and amber, mithril and adamantine, copper, bronze, steel. But none of those are really exciting enough to be what you're looking for, are they?
No, not at all.
It's just not here. There's nothing you haven't seen before.
Alright, to the next town.
All right.
Did we get to find someone selling magical items at a cheaper rate because they are possibly stolen?
Oh, those girls. Yeah. Or I knew you were looking for something, but I didn't know what. Yeah, they can. What are you looking for specifically? I'll see if I can help you out.
A belt of giant strength.
Just
or
straight up.
It's got a line around.
or yeah, just other stuff that they might have. I mean, that's specifically what I'm looking for.
You give them
Maybe
100 gold pieces, and they'll go looking. I'm not gonna bother.
Nah, I don't trust that.
Good choice.
I swear they must have tried so hard not to laugh at you, right?
They try. All right. Oh, let's get out of here before this. Oh, we're not casting a spell. Let's get out of here at a leisurely pace.
Ten times, yeah. Oh, it's written in scrolls. Just search scroll. All right, I'll tell you right now. I've got it open.
Yeah, 10 plus
DC?
intelligence or whatever. I think.
Well, the save DC is okay. So to write it, 10
Yeah,
plus
to
the
write it.
spell's level. Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah,
14 DC. I can give you guidance too.
Yep. You succeed.
Cool.
It is total bullshit. It's ridiculous. Like, why do we even have the dice in this game anyway?
Fuck dice. This guy can do it twice a day.
That's pretty incredible.
He's a bit silly then.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. It's minor. Of course you would. So you even know how D&D works.
Yeah, like.
Okay.
This is based on dice, you know. Like, and if you get a number on a die, then that's usually good. So, I don't know.
How do you work out how expensive a magical item is? So I'm trying to work.
It's very difficult.
You ask Arctic, and he tells you.
It's almost entirely arbitrary, yeah. But I.
Okay. Like after a new cloak, but I'm like trying to work out like what's one that's affordable. I just can't work out.
Yeah.
Protections
I'll give you an idea of how Okay, so if it permanently has a first level effect, so let's say what's the first level? A
Shield.
shield. No, shield's a bad one because shield is way too powerful. Let's
Absorb
say
elements.
sorry.
Like
Absorb
a
elements.
what about a
It's
cloak
jump.
of displacement?
Okay, cloak of displacement. So displacement is the same as blur.
Blur.
It's a second level spell. That'll typically be 8,000 because it goes in increments of 2,000, 8,000, 32,000, 64,000, 128,000, 256,000, and they're the kind of tiers. So a first level thing is about 2,000, a second level thing is about 8,000, and blur is a second level spell. So a cloak of displacement, assuming it does something similar to blur, 8,000. Whereas a boots of flying, they're a third level spell, 16,000. A cloak of the mounting bank, which casts the dimension door, 32,000.
So what level spell is web?
Second,
I think it's third, isn't it?
might be.
Yeah.
Web. Boots of
Nice.
spider climb. Slippers of spider climb.
Yeah, so Philip is a spider climb, 8,000. Permanently walk on walls.
These are all super expensive then.
They
I
are.
want those slippers. They're probably really comfortable too.
And like the scale is huge too. It's not just that they're expensive to start off with, but they scale really expensive.
No, you're right. Web is second level.
Low level magic items. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless they don't know it's magical, or they don't know how to use it, or they don't know what it is.
Well, what about normal magical items like leather armor +2 or +1?
+1, 2,000, +2, 8,000, +3, 32,000. Same scale.
That must be rolling in it at this point, though.
No, I only got 5,000.
It's pretty good. I got 200.
So after items that cost 8,000, so I'm gonna turn on quick.
Which one is it? Yeah, I got that one too. We can spy together.
How do you know if you're proficient with?
That's what we want.
How do you know if you're proficient with shield? Sorry.
It'll say in your armor proficiencies that you get.
Okay, cool. Never mind then.
In armor proficiencies, it includes shields, light, medium, and heavy armor.
Okay. Good. I can't use one. It's all good. Just thought I'd check real quick.
They're like barbarians, kind of. Even though barbarians can use shields, strangely enough.
All right.
We had a night out, right? We had
You
Yeah,
had
we
a
had a
night out. You had a big
yeah.
night. You probably feel like a fucking. Probably don't want to get up until 1 p.m. So you may want to spend another night here in Yarra. 2 gold pieces, cheap, 5 standard, 25 expensive. Or you might just want to head off, in the middle of the day and make some time.
Actually, could I buy some studded armor +1?
Absolutely, 2,000, and it comes in a variety of colours and shades.
Pink.
Yeah, probably just go for black.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you want the silver studs? Do you want the black studs?
Probably black studs just to try to stay more stealthy.
They know what's they see that you're not some sort of poser or not the sort of guy that operates in the darkness, and they say no more. They give you exactly what you want. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's
That
Prince.
is literally Jarl Axel. He has a multicolored cape that he walks around in.
Could I also buy a rapier +1? Would that cost about 2,000 or more?
That's right. It's 2,000 gold pieces if it's just like it's a nice rapier. If you want something really special, even personalised, it'll cost 2,000 gold. It's as cheap as they come. It's probably secondhand. It's probably been used by some dead thief and stolen from him.
Oh yeah, I'll just get a normal +1 rapier then.
Yeah, absolutely. Your rapier is about 70 years old, but it still in good condition. Been through many hands. All of them have died at some stage.
or pawned it off.
Die.
Yeah, but then it has to get pawned off to get somewhere else.
Oh, you got me there.
Hey.
Unless you don't actually pay and you stab someone in the back. That's how you acquire it. You never actually get a mark.
Someone
we
goes to
ready?
pawn it off and you just kill him for it. Now I'll sell it.
That's the one. Are we ready to head north?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright.
Did we rested after that night out? Yeah.
Yeah, you take 2 nights, cost like 2 gold, 5 gold, or 25, depending on your tastes.
Okay.
And we head off. Alright. Luro, can you roll for us a D100, please?
Okay. 1D.
86.
Number.
Alright. The party travels for a day or two, and things are pretty smooth as you go up through the Desserin Valley alongside this raging river. There's a lot of trade along the river. People are sending logs down, and fishermen are going upstream, grabbers, and a lot of trade, a lot of barges. As you're traveling through these hills, the eastern sector of the Subran Hills, you can see the great swamp that's called the Evermoors laid out before you, and well named, is it? For they reach off into the distance as far as you can see, eventually disappearing in the mist and murkiness. There's a light rain when you start climbing over the hills. By the time you reach the top, it's eased, and while you're admiring the view, such as it is, kind of disgusting and swampy, but still grand if you're into that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are accosted as a group by a small pixie. At first, you think it might be an insect, but rather it's this elven woman about 10 inches tall with little gossamer wings. And where she flies, she leaves behind sparkles and dust. And she seems in a tremendous flux, in a tremendous panic. And she's spewing out words in a language that I'm not sure any of you understand.
Sylvan?
Sylvan.
I got
I
it.
understand it.
Excellent, excellent. Help me, she says in a high pitched voice. Help me! The world is coming to an end, and I don't know.
World? Your world?
Yes, my whole world, my whole world. The river is drying up. It seems like it might disappear.
Is
Ah.
there a dam somewhere blocking the water, or?
What's a dam?
All right.
Have we seen any
evil
dams on our way?
No, but the water tends to flow down towards where you've come from. So if there were any dams, it would be likely upstream.
Alright. And do we know fairies to be deceiving and trying to get us into trouble?
Oh, Faye are pretty well known for being just that, yeah.
Yeah. Can I insight check her then?
You have disadvantage since, after all, she is a tricksy.
She's a good one. 22.
She seems genuinely distressed. And if you follow her for a small way, she takes you away, not but towards a smaller river, which looks deep and wide place, but it's the trees along the edge are beginning to dry. The river has turned from a stream into a mud pool, and pretty soon it might dry up altogether. She's dreadfully distressed and at a loss. That she doesn't know what she could possibly do about this. I've tried magic. I've tried prayer. Nothing seems to work.
I call everyone over then and tell them what's happening in common.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's rivers drying up. It's the trees are dying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big ones are fine, but the little ones are not. You know what I mean?
Mm.
What happens
Yeah.
when a river dries up, right?
Can I cast? Can I take a few minutes to cast detect magic?
Yeah, sure. There's nothing magical. It takes you 10 minutes, and she's magic, obviously, but there's nothing magic about that. The river isn't cursed, or there's no necrotic energies. Just yeah, not a once healthy river that has dried up. It's kind of polluted. It looks there's a bit of rubbish, and the mud not sparkles, but has that oily sheen, that purplish oily sheen on
Yeah.
top of it.
Mm.
Is
Pollution.
there nowhere for you to move to?
Well, yes, but this is my river. My people have always been here. And what about the fish and the frogs and everyone who lives here? It's not right. We need to do something. Yeah, if you have alchemy, you can have advantage on an investigation roll. Yeah, that's good. Oils are important to herbalism. Yeah, so advantage on your investigation roll. Yeah, cyanide. There are other things here as well, but there's cyanide tailings among the oils and other pollutants. Cyanide's
Poison.
very deadly. Yeah, cyanide's a yeah, good idea. It's not like you take a lethal amount, but there's cyanide in this water, and nothing can live. You know, nothing can live in that river. Yeah, it's highly unlikely that it's natural. She was saying that there used to be life and there isn't. It's almost certainly relatively recent pollution.
Must be the factory down the road.
There's a factory down there.
I'll talk-
Is oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'll talk to the fairy. Little one, is there some sort of human settlement, upriver?
I don't know. I only live. She
You haven't
cries.
looked.
No,
Is it at the river that we're at now on the map?
no,
is it
it's
a
not
tiny
that
one?
massive. Not this massive Desserin, but rather a branching river that goes into the Desserin.
Like a creek.
Yeah, a creek. That's right.
And is
Can-
the
Subrin. Yeah. Anyway.
go ahead.
Can Wild go for a walk, just a short walk along the river, to see if there's anything up river?
Is a short walk a mile or less?
Is a mile that far?
1.6 kilometers.
Less.
Uh
Yeah, true.
Could I use my poisonous kit to harvest some of this poison?
Short answer is probably not. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, probably not. It's not in a concentration enough for you to really gather, unless you want to gather like 100 water and then boil that down to a vial.
can
Yeah?
I
Yeah, that'd take a very long time.
It would. That's right. So it's not that it's impossible. It just seems impractical.
It's probably
Yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have like polluted water sample. You wouldn't want to drink it, but you can, put your hand and not die.
while we're talking to her, can I cast Arcane Eye and send it upriver and
How
then like
far?
up a little bit for as long as it can go for an hour?
An hour's a long way, and what's travels at light speed 30?
30 feet is 30 feet every 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Which
an hour.
is people's running or jogging speed, so
Yeah, I think that's in 4 miles. I think something like that. It's a long way. Anyway. Yeah, after about 15 minutes or so, by now you can see that the river yucky greenish brown, and that pollution just gets more and more concentrated until you come to, well, you weren't far wrong. it is a dam, and in a way, it is a factory. There's only a handful of dwarves, just a handful of dwarves, a family maybe, less than 10. And these dwarves are singing and merrily working a lot and drinking, and they're just digging the stream up there. They've taken the stream, they've dammed it, they've blocked it off at basically at a water, diverted the river, and they're digging deep into this now rather dry waterfall, and they're taking the mud, they're processing the mud through some strange device, and this device spews out mud and poison and tailings, and they're mining.
I relay that information to everyone.
What's mining?
Where they dig up the earth in search of metals or gems.
That sounds cruel.
Maybe, but they might have some exotic stuff. So I might go up there and have a talk to them.
They may be honorable, but they're also they don't really care much about nature.
They're like gold. They like their gold.
Can the eye fly all the way into the building and check it out and everything?
The eye can be seen, can't it?
No, it's an invisible magic eye.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can search around. What are you looking for?
Plans or anything? What they're doing?
Oh, not really. They don't really have plans. It's a small gold mining operation. They've got a few hundred gold pieces worth of nuggets. They've dammed off a dry waterfall. There's about 5 or 10 of them. It looks like they're set up on a semi-permanent basis. They could be here for weeks or months.
We could probably ask them to divert the flow and reroute it back through and maybe sort of dump their waste somewhere else, but I don't think we'd get them to stop. They look like they're in a quite profitable position right now.
I don't think we'd get them to stop either. I just want to go say hi.
Very noble of you.
No, I just want to go say hi. I want to see what they have.
All right.
All right.
We'll be. Is it like this is off the road? Is it, or is it just up the road?
It is a bit off the road, yeah. Like the ferry has come towards you. She's taken you off the road so that you can, and you've gone upriver further. So it's on the edge of the Evermoors.
Cool. Do we want to go help this fairy?
Roz is going.
Yeah.
He's not going to help the family of everything.
No, he's not.
Can you ask if she'll? Can you ask if she'll give a reward?
I say that my friend is motivated by rewards.
Oh, I suppose I can give him a kiss on the cheek.
Just say that yes, she can give a reward.
Fantastic. All right, let's go.
All right. You find the group of. You're not sneaking up on them, are you?
No, we got a mammoth.
They then their dogs start barking. You got a mammoth. So their dogs start barking long before you arrive. There's an old dwarf, 3 guys who might be his sons. Their various fiancés and wives. In total, there's 7 dwarves, a few dogs, a couple of tents, and a little mining process plant. They're a little bit apprehensive since you look like raiders.
I'll put my hand in the air. I'm like, hey. Are you guys miners?
I found a decent claim and don't appreciate claim.
don't appreciate what. Sorry, Arctic.
Flame jumpers, which means like people who move in on your land and they go.
We have no interest in mining.
Oh well, what are you doing here? He says. And, his eyes are on.
Your operation is drying up the riverbed further down and poisoning it. There's a community of fairies there.
Make a nature check.
Uh,
Are you sure? Maybe it's another stream, or maybe it's natural.
Let me use my guidance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a little jig.
It's probably not us. It's probably
13.
groundwater or something.
13.
Yeah. So how do you convince him that it's his fault?
Yeah, what do I know about his machine that it's spewing out?
Well, you can see it there. You know, like the spits out greenish brown mud, which spews into the water, and yeah.
Your machine is spewing out whatever that is, and you've dried
It's
up the
mud.
river.
It's just mud and processing fluid.
It's just mud, he says, and processing fluid.
I wouldn't drink it. It'll make you very sick.
Case closed?
Well, it's mud that's got stuff in it. You know, as I said, you don't drink it, but it's fine for the river.
It's
But value nothing more. Make a persuasion roll. Ooh. Well and truly enough. I'll not have any mining project that my killing fairies. Calm down, wife. We know that. We don't know. Look at it. It's spewing green poop into the river. Of course it's causing problems. I said it was causing problems. Oh, you did not, woman. Oh, but I did. And they start arguing, but it becomes clear that the women aren't going to put up with this. If fairies are dying because of man's greed, then we're going home and maybe finding better husbands.
I don't know a lot about machines, specifically dwarven.
It's
I will give myself proficiency in what would it be?
mining tools, maybe, or just history.
Or what's the T one?
Tinkerer's tools.
Tinkerer's tools, because it's a machine, right?
Can
Yep.
I aid? Because I'm also.
Yeah, I'll give myself proficiency for 15 minutes in Tinkerers.
Yep. If you have Tinkerer's tools, you can aid.
Yeah, I own some.
And yeah, I'll give myself some guidance and ponder on what they could change to make it not poisonous when they're 15 plus 3 plus intelligence, another 3 plus a d4.
21.
Plus
21?
whatever your d4. Plus whatever. 23.
23 total.
All right. So there are probably a few things that they could do here. But cyanide is very useful in the processing of gold. It gets rid of a lot of the other heavier elements. But they could create a tailings pool. That's not perfect, but it's better than dumping it in the river, right? And yeah, absolutely, potentially. You know, like it would then be an extremely low grade poison, which still might be good for as a pesticide or some other maybe it could be reconcentrated. In any case, collecting all that mercury and all that cyanide and the other heavy metals and byproducts, yeah, it's valuable. So just throwing it in the river is probably a waste.
Yeah, I'll try and you channel my knowledge given to me by my god, and try and explain to them and let them know what they can do to change without having to up and leave their
Excellent,
investment.
excellent. All right. Yeah, they accept the reasoning of your argument and begin work on that immediately.
And do they? Oh, can they reroute the dam as well so the water still flows?
Yeah, they'll you with your 23, you give them advice on how best to do that, and yeah, they'll set that plan in motion as well, increasing their profits and protecting the.
We are
Yeah,
essentially
teaching dwarves to mine.
yeah. I mean, it's above ground. It's not their fault.
It's fair.
They get some. Yeah. It's not stone. It's mud. It's harder for them to work in.
Normally, they don't give a fuck about the a couple of fairies downstream get polluted,
Yeah. But
but
this way, I'm helping them out.
they are. All right. As a result, they give each of you a gold nugget worth 1 gold piece for your trouble.
Oh, cool.
Is this the best ores you got? Do you have any fancier ores?
Oh, actually, I've got something that I can't identify. I don't rightly know what it is. It seems to be green glass, but it's as strong as steel and as sharp as obsidian. Do you know what this is? And he picks up a chunk of yeah, it's a kind of green steel.
Do Woodrose have any idea what it is?
I guess you can make some sort of I guess history check. If you have blacksmithing, you might get advantage.
I am a mason.
Yep, that works.
Mason.
It'll
Stone.
do.
And oh wait, no, sorry. Smith's tools. I have Smith's tools.
I was gonna say, I thought you took that.
Stones, rocks, yeah, I suppose.
Same difference.
Yeah. What check was it again? Sorry.
It's a history check, but you have advantage.
Can I check as well? I like rare things.
No.
Roz knows what this immediately. This is a unique substance called Batorian green steel. It's only ever found in Bator, which is commonly known as the Nine Hells. So this metal only comes from hell. And what it actually is, apparently, how to explain it? How is it? Okay, so imagine, okay, in blood has a lot of iron in it.
Mm-hmm.
If you took so many people and you drained all of their blood and you extracted all of their iron and you buried it somewhere in hell for thousands, perhaps millions of years, that's how you make Batorian green steel.
Holy shit.
It's evil stuff. It's not evil by its nature. Like this steel doesn't go "Mwahaha" and go kidnap children.
It's the way it was made was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
And it inclines itself towards curses. Like if you were to make a sword of dragon slaying, it might end up being a sword of angel slaying instead, just because the weapon is inclined to a sinister end.
That's interesting.
Don't know what it is. Figure it's some kind of olivine or green glass or something. You can have it if you want. 10 gold.
I'll happily take it for 10 gold. I'm a smithy, and that'll please me.
Right. Oh, careful. It's awful sharp.
I'll give him 20 gold.
Oh, aye. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I'll buy my wife some flowers.
That's a good idea. Thank you. Holy shit, this is...
359 people eat, by the way.
You get a pound of Batorian green steel.
Okay.
Takes 359 blood worth of people to make a sword, basically.
Yeah, I've seen that fact, yeah.
Yeah. I like that fact. It's a cool fact.
Bator.
I kind of want to have a character that's his goal. To
Make a
harvest the blood
Bator
of his-
sword?
and make the sword from the blood of his enemies.
That's
Well,
pretty not cool.
Yeah.
that was a successful venture. Master, I think will love this. And I'll put it in my bag.
Perfect.
Cuts straight through, drops on the ground.
Loses it.
Pretty much. All right. We continue along our journey.
Can we return to get
Oh
The
yeah.
reward
Wild's
from the
Wild's
theory.
Wild's
Oh, of
reward.
course. Oh, do I have to?
He asked for one.
I accept gold.
I don't translate.
And she comes up and closes her eyes and kisses you on the cheek and then turns it.
She
Then turns invisible.
What the
She's
fuck was that?
blessed.
I wanted gold.
You get
And-
blessed as this little tiny, beautiful girl gives you an innocent peck. Her first kiss.
Oh,
yours.
Aw.
Wow.
Permanent
Wow.
bless? Yeah.
Lasts for 24 hours.
you greedy folk.
I
It
never
will
said
last
there was
until you reach Morbrin's shield, and then it will.
I never said it was a monetary gift. No, reward. That's your fault for not asking more.
We're gonna
Fuck
open
you.
up these crates. Or...
Nice.
But then you gotta hammer out the inconsistencies.
Yeah.
And you gotta account for the amount of loss in the procedure.
Yeah.
Something like that.
359.
It's a lot of people to kill.
That is a lot of people to kill.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty stuff.
It's like a small town.
That's just
But
what-
several
Plants,
several small towns.
Not really.
It's
Several
like,
villages, sorry, is a closer. Small towns are like in the thousands. Villages, however,
Yeah.
It's a small town. I think that's about right.
Well, if you do a small town, you get a lot of thought.
Yeah.
that's
You
probably
can
what they
make-
did. What's a fucking Baitor steel?
All
Go on
right.
down to the orphanage, make a sword.
Do we leave this fairy behind?
She's
Does
right now.
Does she want to come?
She's no. I mean, do we have any more business with her?
I kidnapped the fairy.
can I can I
we want
ask
that
her?
bless.
Can I ask
Yeah.
her about the book in Sylvan that I have about the teleportation to the
Wow. She thinks that
transposition?
your book is the best book that was ever written. She's pretty naive though, but it's all very interesting and exciting to her. She wants you to read her a story.
Oh, don't know if we have the time.
More fairies start arriving. They all want to hear the story.
Oh shit.
We soon got like 8 pixies standing around waiting for you to tell them a story about fairies.
I looked at everyone else. Do we have a minute? Alright, I guess I spend the night reading from the Fae book.
As you read from the Fae book, when you get to exciting stories, the fairies use polymorph and summon spells to summon forth Tyrannosaurus rexes and
Holy
giant
shit.
spiders and all sorts of things to provide visual effects for your stories.
Jeez.
Holy fuck.
Hear the,
Like,
hear the Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex roar that just
Mhm.
echoes.
like full on
It's,
Tyrannosaurus as they summon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can do that. Like
Holy.
I've seen it in forums that the pixies can do that. Yeah, I think they polymorph or something. They
Yeah.
cast polymorph. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I like
Okay, this girl's a little.
I like lose my shit at the first one that turns into a giant fucking T-Rex, but then like I guess as the night goes on, I'm less and less inclined to
They give you
Yeah.
they offer to turn you
into a what?
into a Tyrannosaurus and go running through the Evermore.
Thanks. I'm fine, thanks.
You're boring.
I'd probably
give
lose
everyone
lose
the
myself.
offer?
you can't
Absolutely.
see.
Anyone. Yeah.
Hell
Uh,
yes, then.
I hope you know that it also turns your intelligence into that of a dinosaur.
You remain loyal to the party. You remember Yeah, that's right. So it's gonna. So suddenly you can do some math. Yeah.
It's
But
like
yeah.
being extremely drunk and then waking up and
Yeah.
realizing, oh shit, I was a dragon, or I was a fucking dinosaur for an hour.
That is a pretty good analogy, actually. Like it reveals.
You
brings
vaguely
it-
know all the people around you are friends, but you're also like, what the fuck am I doing?
It's like you just been roofied or something.
That's it. We're taking some Tyrannosaurus drugs.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I know that face. He's friendly. That's about it.
Yeah. I think they're my friend.
Wait, I'm gonna say in Sylvan. I think that guy might like it over there, and point to Wild
Wild.
Excellent.
in Sylvan
Yeah.
though.
So yeah, they'll turn you into a saber-toothed tiger
Cool.
or a
Yeah.
giant
Sure.
eagle.
Oh, something to fly? Hell yes.
And it's done. And they go. They ride you with
Oh,
bridle.
I put Wild's Griffin on his back
the
so I can
griffin
experience
rides you.
flying. It's the first one of the period.
The griffin loves it.
I'm like telling
Falls
us,
into
like
the
reading a
rain.
storybook and there's just chaos happening around. It's like preschool.
Yeah.
Really is preschool with wizards.
Yeah. Oh god, wouldn't that be terrible?
Oh my god.
Like not even like you thought the worst thing in preschool was like someone shitting themselves, but
Not when you've got a wild sorcerer kid and then they just blow up.
knocks the teacher out and then it's lawless forever. Oh god. Do they have any cool like trade goods? These pixies? These cool little
Trade?
things
What's that?
like do you make trinkets or anything?
Yeah, absolutely. The boys make trinkets and give them to the girls.
Can we see your settlement?
They don't really understand, but they'll show you their little nests. They
Yes.
live a fairly rustic lifestyle, just the way wild elves might live with.
Yeah. Do they make anything unique? It's like lying around?
They use gossamer, weave silk and dragonfly wings and dew and magic to create some extremely fine linens that are almost transparent but not quite.
So we can have like mesh suits.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'm imagining like those fishnet t-shirts that like
Yeah,
male
that's
strippers
kind of
have or some shit.
it's a little bit like that. It'd be like wearing a t-shirt made of flies' wings.
Gross. That would feel so disgusting.
Oh, I can imagine that. Oh.
They can make you a t-shirt. It'll take time.
No
But in the
thanks.
meantime, they'll make you a single sock. You have one translucent sock.
I do not ask for it. I just express
They give
express
it the
interest
profit.
once. I'm always like, oh, that's interesting. You make things out of out of like dragonfly wings, and I'm like, yeah, cool. And then they go off and fucking make me a sock.
Yeah, they give it the profit. It looks to be white, but it has a rainbow sheen thanks to the gossamer. One gossamer sock, authentic fairy craft sock.
Cool.
It's worth 200 gold pieces.
Nice.
I'll say to them in Sylvan. Do you guys like to play pranks?
Of course.
Can we prank one of my friends?
Oh, of course. Will he get mad?
No, he won't get mad. And I point at Roz.
Oh,
Prime target.
they're disappointed.
Yeah, they are.
Oh. He'll get
Like-
he'll get frustrated, but he won't get mad enough to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to make someone mad, and I point to the little one, he's gonna get really.
Oh, we've already played our trick on him.
What did you do?
Right.
It's a secret.
Can
They've
I be in
cast
on the
him.
secret?
Not yet. You'll soon find out.
Oh fuck.
Is it the sock?
Oh.
Maybe.
I leave it go. I give him a wink. Oh god.
Prophet, do you have any real socks other than this sock? I guess not. Probably not. You are now under a curse that you will only ever have odd socks. Like, no matter how many pairs of socks you buy, you will always lose one almost immediately.
Wow, that's a curse. Holy.
That's a horrible curse.
You put it in your backpack. Look in your backpack. 2 seconds later, it's gone.
Yeah. I like
That's
to think
great.
someone out there has a curse that they just find socks. They always get Prophet socks.
It's a real life curse, Jackie. Like,
Yeah.
it's a curse that people suffer.
Yeah, I'm cursed.
We
Pixies
call
have cursed me.
used to call it the black hole.
Yeah.
The pixies are real. Same thing with gremlins. Like they exist. They
Yeah.
curse like gremlins curse computers. Pixie curse you.
Fuck's sake.
Alright.
Can I? Oh. Do you like shiny things?
Of course, the shinier the better.
One of our friends has plenty.
I think you're talking about Wild, aren't you?
That sounds very greedy. He should share.
I think he should share.
I'm covered in extravagant golden trinkets and
Can you
jewels and
guess?
stuff.
Can you guess which one it is?
Around. No?
Can I insight that? Do they actually know?
Look for the most shinies.
The most shiny.
What did you say? Friggin' Wild was decked up in?
Yeah. Well, the main has got multiple gold and like ruby and like different gem trinkets. I've got a golden flame crown floating above my head.
Oh yeah, shit! Your crown, you have fucking eternal flame. You have continual flame
and
on your
golden
fucking
flame as a crown.
He's pretty snazzy, and they point to Wild Gold.
Like all of them in unison. Not obvious what I'm trying to do. Yeah, that one.
One of the fairies comes up to you, Wild Gold.
You cut out Arctic?
Do you have a girlfriend?
They're speaking in Sylvan.
Yeah.
I'll translate.
Little green-haired fairy.
Yes, back in my village.
My friend likes you.
Wait, let me insight check that one on Wild.
You're gonna roll that, boy?
I rolled 15 out of 15 to 20. I don't know.
Did you? I
guess
can't
you didn't
see
see
it.
it. 15.
No.
15. Do I contest that at all?
Yeah, you can make a deception check. Yeah.
Deception? Sure. Why not? I got a 23.
Absolutely. He has a real good home, and she's totally hot.
You're lucky.
She really loves him, and like you, yeah. I know you're jealous, so just don't deny it.
Yeah, I keep what is it?
That's,
Translating for the fairies. For the pixies.
Oh, he sounds so. They're happy for you. They're happy. But you spot one fairy crying over by the river. She can't control her tears.
Oh god.
Man, I'm pretty sure you get like cursed now because you made a pixie cry.
I'm gonna ask Aradel to say, "Oh, don't worry, little one," and then give her a silver piece, a nice shiny silver piece.
Made this year.
Yeah.
Need gold.
I tell the crying one that he expresses his sorrow. No, what's the word?
Condolence.
Condolences, and offers you this for compensation.
I kind of chime in. It's kind of cheap, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
Oh fuck.
He's got plenty more.
Really?
Oh, fuck's sake.
You got thousands of them.
More than he can carry.
Dare you?
Hmm. They
However
try
you
to
want.
come.
I can
They
carry
come
it.
up. Well, they want you to help them come up with a plan where we can, where together we can trick him. They, if you need to know the powers, see, I'll share them with you. And together we can work out something that they think will be harmless, but which you know will absolutely drive Wild Cold insane.
He may kill you.
We're so doing this.
If you steal his gold, he may actually kill you, by the way.
Do they have illusions?
I'm just about to check it out.
I don't want to move that accidentally.
Um, like.
Damn, I should have married that fucking pixie.
So Druidcraft Confusion, Dancing Light, Thoughts, Spell Magic, and Tangle Fly.
Ah,
Polymorph
Phantasmal
Sleep.
Force. That is what we want.
Yeah.
Does Wild keep his gold in a specific place every time?
A massive sack.
Yeah. We would have seen that.
Okay. I let them know that he would be remiss if remiss? I don't think that's the right word. He would be
Distraught.
grief stricken if
Uh-huh.
if they were to make an illusion of some beast or some strange abomination making off with this with his sack.
Of gold.
Yeah.
All right. What's an abomination?
Like a creature with
See that kobold?
parts that don't match, like an orc with the arms of a crab.
And the,
Uh-huh.
the
I think I
legs of a
know.
frog.
They create a creature that is amalgamation. One limb from each, but they make it really big.
Is
And,
it the Phantasmal Force that they're making, or are they
Yeah,
somehow
that's
summoning
right. Yeah,
it?
Phantasmal Force.
Okay, he has to make like several saves then, doesn't he, to try and
They
resist
start-
all of them?
They start sneaking through the camp, all these giant multi-limbed monstrosities, and they're all stalking towards Wild Gold pouches. DC 12.
DC 12, what save?
Charisma.
It's otherwise you see these illusions and believe them to be real.
Got an 11.
I'm
On the first
okay,
one.
we don't need to.
Right from the start, like the party, your stuff is being stolen by all these strange monstrosities, and nobody is helping.
My stuff, they're getting my gold.
Just yours, only yours.
I draw my sword, I frenzy rage, and I feline agility run to it.
The fairies think that this is hilarious. They absolutely love it.
So we just watch you for like, I don't know how long it lasts, for a minute, right? The Phantasmal Force.
Try and chase down.
Of Wild in this complete frenzy.
That's it.
Of Wild slicing at thin air.
This is kind of dangerous. Maybe we should tell him to stop.
Just don't go near him, or
Okay.
Send him over that way, and I point like a bit further away.
They send him out into the Evermoors.
Oh god.
Oh no.
He's
I-
following.
Not too far. You can't go that far. It's only a minute, right?
It's
If
only a
I'm not
minute.
actually hitting or getting hit, then my rage ends in 6 seconds.
You are attacking, so I guess it works, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't have
good
to
job.
hit. You just have to make the attack.
Like that.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
Suddenly the heavens open up and a downpour begins instantly. The rain is so heavy that you lose track of where Wild Gold is. And we'll leave it there for the week.
Nice.
Yeah, he should have.
It's alright.
Oh,
I don't know.
you can search him with. You can search for him with the eye. It's alright.
Here's my. I can't do that tonight.
Just follow the
No, it's
jingling
alright.
bag of coins.
Oh,
That's where
wait,
he'll be.
No, you didn't take the coins. It's an illusion. The coins are at the.
They
the
can't.
camp.
The
Oh,
money's
okay,
still
so we
there.
can't grab it. All right, my money's
Yeah.
still there. I'm just chasing this thing. He went for my money.
You
Yeah.
believe. You believe you saw a creature grab your sack and leave.
Leave, but it's.
Yeah. And just
Oh,
teleport
no.
away. Yeah.
We could totally divvy up all the gold. No, I won't. What a great
Well,
session.
I gotta head off.
My money.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
And then you cry like the fucking Wizard of Oz lion.
Yeah.
My money. God, now I need to like watch a video of that Wizard of Oz lion crying.
Bye, Sal.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Sash.
Sash.